Everyone's.
Yeah, hold on. Everybody. I can't even play the intro.
We can't even play the new intro we got.
Nope.
Fucking amazing. Fucking.
All right, we're on right now. Super
Great.
Ugly Show.
100. No fucking intro. No guests. No calls. Well, we have guests. No calls. No Skype. No nothing. It's fantastic. How's everyone doing? Because I'm fucking
What up?
angry.
What up? What up? What up? Oh, everybody's on edge.
Oh, look. The alert went off. Yay. Yay.
Everybody's on edge.
Richie yelled at me before. Like, in front of everybody. Real piece of shit. You don't need him. We don't even have calls. You don't need him. Yeah, just talk, dude. We don't need him. What the fuck? I don't need him either. What the fuck am I wearing him for?
I should have sold it differently. You should have been. Oh, we're doing bare bones like our.
Our first show was better produced than this.
Fuck yeah.
But here we are, everyone. Super Ugly Show, episode 100.
Welcome to episode.
Welcome. As you can see, we got several guests in studio. We got Mr. Orlando from 94.3 The Shark here on Long Island. We have the one and only Foulmouth Ken.
Yo.
Foulmouth Nation, Foulmouth Network, Corrupted, Monetize This. I think he does a show on Rachel Ray's cooking show every Thursday. And next to him, first timer, the one and only Filthy Mouth Gamer.
You, what's up, you fucking cunts?
Now, Filthy, speaking of cunts real quick, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to bring this up. I actually brought it up to Ken.
Yeah.
Now, I have children. My oldest daughter's 18. My youngest, who can read, is 8. When I turn on my PlayStation and someone's screen name comes up, you want to tell everyone what your screen name is?
Oh, you're talking about like my real name?
Yeah.
Not your real name. No. In other words.
Do you not want to say it?
No, I'll say it. I don't give a. No, the Almighty Destroyer of Cunts.
The Almighty Destroyer of Cunts.
How do you get away with that?
Well, that's not.
Mature. I mean, it's a mature name.
That's not my screen name's God of War, but when you click on my name,
Yeah.
my real name, instead of putting my actual name, I put the Almighty Destroyer of Cunts.
Yeah, so that's something that my daughter and my son reads every time my PlayStation comes on. They're like, one time her friends are here, my daughter's friends, and I turn on the PlayStation. They're giving me this like weird look. And I'm like, what the fuck are they looking at me for? And then I look on the TV and I just see Almighty Destroyer of Cunts. I go, yeah, that's just a buddy of mine. He does this radio. It's just, it's a thing. I'm like, just, you know, like I have to explain it. Like I'm just waiting for the day my mother's here and I turn on the PlayStation or I go to Netflix or,
You
you know.
just made my day. I love making people.
It's
uncomfortable.
awesome.
That's
Just
the
tell
best.
him he's Australian. In Australia, that word means good friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Speaking
found
of-
out that in Australia, the worst thing to be called is a dog cunt.
Really?
That's the worst thing to be
No,
called.
this is the text I got. Ready? Is everyone in the chat is getting worried? Is everyone okay?
No, we all died.
Yeah.
We
we're-
all died.
if you're really worried about us and you're a fucking loser.
2 of us had heart attacks.
It's unbelievable, though. Like, of course, episode
Frankie.
100,
Test
nothing.
it.
Honestly, we couldn't even get the mics fucking working. That's how fucked up this show was.
There's a lot of people here.
Unfucking real. Speaking of Australia, real quick, did you guys see Danny McBride is doing a Crocodile Dundee?
Yes,
Is it a movie or what is
No,
this?
it's his son.
No, but is it a movie? Like, they haven't officially said
Yeah.
this is a feature
Yeah, it's
film.
a movie. It's a movie.
Like, I'm hearing there might be a Super Bowl commercial or
No, they're gonna. I think they're gonna launch it as a commercial, as a trailer for the movie.
for the Super Bowl.
That's fucking
He
cool.
plays his son, and he was raised in New York, going to Australia.
That's fucking great. That is awesome. And I saw Chris Hemsworth is in it too. And when he does comedy, he's not bad. In Vacation, he was pretty fucking
Yeah,
funny.
he's funny.
So, you know.
The funny thing, I was watching old clips of what is it, Eastbound and Down?
Who was that?
Oh,
Vito?
it's the best. That's one of the best shows on HBO, man. I love it.
Is he mad?
When Will Ferrell, man, he's
Oh
fucking
my
so
God.
good
Oh,
now.
yeah,
As
yeah,
the car
yeah.
dealership owner,
Yeah.
he's fucking.
Oh,
Did you
that
see
show.
that new show with McBride? It's on
No.
HBO, where he plays a assistant principal.
Oh right.
No,
It's a pretty fucked
It's
up
called
show.
Vice-
Yeah.
It's called Vice
Really?
Principals.
You want to hop in here, Rich?
The great Richie, ladies and gentlemen, the man behind all this.
Oh, yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
who provides us great
Look,
quality
John,
every week.
John, let me ask you a question real quick,
Every
though.
week.
Remember last week he was giving me a bunch of shit?
Yeah.
Did we get calls last week?
Yeah.
Was Vito and Noel on last week?
Yes.
Okay. So I did a better
He
job than
said
Richie
you pressed
last
the
week than
button.
he did
You
this
pressed
week.
the button.
I pressed this magical button that somehow fucked everything.
How did this go on every week? Every fucking week. Dude.
So I'm not crazy though. Everyone is
Every week. And
I'll
like-
ask him a question and he goes, "Wait a second.
Yeah.
No, why can't you answer me? Just give me a second." And then Ken even witnessed it. He did something and then starts fucking with shit. And Ken goes, "Do you know what you're doing?" He goes, "No." And Ken goes, "Then why did you do that?" And Richie's like, "I don't know." He's a tinkerer. For some reason, he's got a fucking tinker.
But
Like,
you're acting like such an asshole. I am texting Rocky secretly like we're dating in the back of math class. Like, Rock, this is what the problem is. And was I right?
yeah.
Okay.
Because you weren't listening to anyone.
No, I know. I can't. You want to know why? Because he came outside before when you guys weren't out there, and he started fucking screaming at me.
Well, dude, no, listen,
I wasn't here last
I
week.
fuck with you a lot, joke around, get mad. Yeah, dude,
No.
I guess you're never here because we always have a problem.
No, listen. No, we don't.
Yes, we don't every week do we have a problem.
We haven't recently, but there was a period there where it was every week, and I would sit there and look at him and go, "Well, what'd you do last week? Just give me a second."
It's getting to the point where
Just give me
people
a
are
second.
worried, dude.
Worried about what?
If everything
Talking about
okay,
what? We're
are
supposed
we
to start
okay?
at 7:30 for one.
I
You're
got-
screaming at me like a maniac.
No, because I yelled at you down here because you were screaming at me up there. You got my fucking blood pressure.
I
through
was
the fucking
sitting
roof.
right here, was I not?
Ken was outside of me.
See what they're doing right now? That's real. We're watching Cannibal Holocaust, by
Oh
the way.
yeah, the animal torture in this is 100%.
Yo, not run.
legit.
Rocky sweats us out, man. He's trying to be professional, but I don't know, like you kind of fucking really dropped the ball on this.
I'm the bad guy.
Who
I
called? Who
guess-
just called in? You can't take the call.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Sherrod
I'm
just-
Small called.
Exactly.
We had to
Vito
apologize
called.
to him. Bobby Rowe called. We had to apologize to him.
Yes.
Vito called. We can't have Vito on. Sorry,
Yes.
Vito. You know we love you.
Yes.
We can't have him. Thank
Yes.
God Vince
Rich.
fucking said he was busy. And real quick, before anyone says anything, congratulations to Vince Russo and his family. His son just announced he's having a baby. Vince is going to be a grandfather for the first time. And happy birthday to Vince. Tomorrow's his birthday. So go ahead, Orlando. Sorry.
No, it's all good. And congratulations, Vince. But, Rich, when something's going down like this, you
Yeah.
can't lose your shit if you
I
know you
can't.
have a deadline.
I know.
You have to be on the air at a
Yes.
certain time. Instead, you're throwing a tantrum.
No, I didn't throw a tantrum.
Yell at Rocky all
No.
you want after the show.
No, it wasn't that. I wasn't that. I wasn't.
I'm like
here
a
last week.
battered wife.
I was.
You know?
I was sick.
You keep saying you weren't here last week. Nobody cares. The people that were worried
Somebody-
just now, they don't care. No one
Somebody-
cares that you weren't
Somebody
here.
messed up
Richie,
the equipment.
nothing on there was
Nobody
touched
touched that.
except
It was
this
the
button right
computer.
here. It was computer shit.
Can I ask you one question between me and you?
Yeah.
Why didn't the show have audio the first 15 minutes of the
Because
last week's
some,
show?
and what did we do? We closed that one program,
Yeah.
opened it, and it worked. It was that program. It wasn't me.
Yeah, Rich.
So go
kept,
fuck
you
yourself.
Kept, if you listen to the show, you were telling them what to do and going, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
I
someone,
don't know.
and then
I
someone in
don't
the
know.
chat said, "Close it and open it," and that's what I did, and it worked. I'm pretty sure it was Young. So thank you, Young.
This
Republican.
sounds like the fucking Real Housewives of Lake Ronkonkoma over there. What the fuck is going on?
Goodness.
The not so attractive housewife.
We have another guest. I don't know where the fuck he went, but there's another guest
Where is
here
he?
somewhere.
Yo, honestly, man.
We had such a lineup too. I'm not even kidding. We really did, and I'm no bullshitting. Sherrod, he fucking hit me up. He's like, "I'm calling," and I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, Bobby."
I'm gonna do
everyone.
This. I'm gonna do this on episode 100. I'm sorry for my attitude.
Apology
There you go.
accepted.
You don't gotta apologize to me, man.
No, he does. He does, Ken.
Nah, you don't gotta
Again?
apologize to me.
This is, yo, that's
Did
too,
you skip John? Did you
I
skip
don't
John?
want to fucking thank
Don't
you.
shake his hand.
That's fucking
Don't do
two
it.
You're gonna
strikes.
fight
Don't
again
do
now? You're gonna fight again now.
No, that's 2 strikes. That's 2 strikes.
Yo, honestly, I didn't mean for any of this shit to happen. And yo, with this kind of program, this shit fucking happens, and it sucks. And you know, I wish we had everybody that
Where
was
the fuck
calling
is
to get
But
on.
Richie, yell at people afterwards. You're only...
Because I have 8 people talking while I'm trying to figure it out.
We're
It's
trying
just
to
rough.
help you.
So,
But you weren't listening. The
none
problem,
of them
you're
were.
looking in the wrong place for the problem.
yeah.
That'll
Oh, help yourself, pal. You know, it's not like I put those there for me.
So what did you want to
cheers.
talk about tonight?
Let's get to talk into something that everyone wants to talk about because a lot of people here love their wrestling. And I'm not talking Monday Night Raw. I'm talking Enzo's rape. Now, real quick, before we even get into this, let's look at the fucking subject, okay? This girl is a Snapchat whore.
Yeah.
She openly admitted that she lied about faking a pregnancy. Openly admits on the street she agreed to suck his dick.
Yeah, she said that
And then-
in the text.
Openly admits that she snorted whatever drugs were there and smoked whatever drugs were there. Now, she says, well, they put something in it. Here's the thing. How do they know what's in it? You know what I mean? They could have just been buying shit, and that shit was in it, and they were nonetheless either. Also, you went upstairs with the intent of sucking someone's dick. How are you now going to cry rape? That's where I'm fucked up. Like, something is not right with this girl. If you look at her Twitter, you look at her fucking YouTube videos.
Not for nothing, dude. She looks disgusting too. He got like was he fucking Liv Morgan? That girl's ridiculous. She looks like Wendy from fucking Wendy's.
Like, I'm not buying this, dude. And the fact that everyone, and I've been arguing with people, a lot of people immediately like, oh, look. I'm like, why has it turned into the second anyone says I was sexually harassed, whatever, it's immediately, oh, he's guilty. There is no evidence. There's no proof. There's nothing. It's just he's guilty.
I don't.
What the fuck?
Look
Do you
at
know
the
how scary
WWE.
that is,
Look
though,
how
as a
fast.
guy?
The problem
if someone at my job
Look how
goes
fast the
into
WWE suspended him.
if someone in my job or your job
they
goes into
fired
human resources
they
and
fired
just
him?
They fired
says,
him because-
even if you did nothing, and just goes, Orlando harassed me, they're gonna go, you're suspended.
That's the problem. When you talk about, I think it was Matt Damon who basically said during the Me Too movement, look, we have to take a look at each single case individually and not lump everything in as sexual assault. And he got
abused,
jumped on and pounced for that. And that's the problem, is that we're not allowed to have conversations about this stuff. You're not allowed to bring up facts about this girl. And it's not, oh, well, you can't judge her based on her past. No, not the past, but the situation at hand.
Everything's bomb in the airport.
And that's, yeah, basically. And the problem is, the problem that I have, there's no advocacy of rape. But I also have a big problem with anyone losing their job before being found guilty in a court of law.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that you're setting up a situation where anybody can be falsely accused.
He got fired because he held it from them, and they knew the allegations for a while ago.
I think
his foot was out the door already.
And here's the thing: like, do you give them paid leave? Because technically they haven't done anything wrong yet, but you need them to leave. Like that's fine if you need them to leave, but the firing thing, it's so permanent, and now you've tarnished this person. Even if you bring them back, it doesn't matter now. They're tarnished.
Well, here's the question. Is his holding this situation back from the WWE, holding it back from his employer, a breach of his contract? Because in theory, it's an accusation. He didn't hide a conviction from them.
Yeah, they would have hid it from him. They would have probably paid somebody off or something. You know what I mean?
Understand that, but the point is, if he was fired because of that, is that legal? Is that a legal reason to fire somebody from withholding an allegation?
Yes, because you have to let your employer know when you've committed a crime. Now, again, it's an allegation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand. But I think because of the severity of it, like if you got caught smoking a joint and got a weed ticket, I don't think you got to be like, hey, man, I got that. That's fine. Yeah. But when you're getting accused of rape.
Yeah, but you can't
have
decide
zero
for somebody
for that shit.
what the severity of something is.
And
if the rule is that you don't have to disclose anything to your employer unless you're convicted, that's the key word. It doesn't matter what he's accused of. He could be accused of shooting JFK.
Here's the other problem.
He shot JFK?
They're publicly traded. They're not a private company. And when you have investors, you have to think about investors. And when you have this now,
And what the fuck is losing him? Who is he?
And that's the thing. When you have this now
Not like he's Brock Lesnar.
attached to your name, your stock is now going to drop. WWE rape is in the news right now.
But business and law are two separate things. Are they legally able to fire him on the grounds that he withheld an accusation?
No, right?
Not a conviction.
I'm sure they could.
Right?
That's
Isn't
the question.
that
It's
bullshit?
a gazillion-dollar company.
Listen,
I'm sure
if the
they,
guy
I'm sure
did
they
what
know
he
what
did,
they're doing.
If he did what he did, then I'm against it. But that's here nor there. You fired the guy before he was even, like, had a day in court or anything.
There's probably
Vince
more to the
McMahon.
story than anybody knows.
What happens if he's
His
found not
foot was-
guilty? What happens if this chick comes out and says, I lied about the whole thing? What happens to him then?
She should go to fucking
What
jail,
happens
like
to that guy then?
Yeah, I'm
Does
sure
he get his job back?
Listen,
No.
there might be
No,
more
he
to.
won't.
Listen, just because there's nothing on like dirt sheets or anything about, don't mean there's not more to the story of or whatever.
I've read
And
on
he-
the WWE
he's
website.
fucking- yeah, they're not going to tell you exactly.
Suspended until
No,
the
fired.
situation is.
No,
is
he's
figured
fired.
out.
He's fired.
Yeah,
No, he was fired.
Yeah. I
If
thought he was still
if I could
suspended.
find it, he is fired
Like, why
until.
not put him on temporary leave?
Fuck him, because
Without firing
yo,
him.
because he was trouble probably.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Right.
He had, dude. He had strikes against him. This is their way of going. See ya, get out. You
Oh,
know
he
what I
had
mean?
strikes
I'm
against him
sure.
already?
I'm
Oh,
sure.
well, I heard he was hated in the locker room too, right?
The strikes have
good.
nothing to do with these allegations. He wasn't liked in the locker room, period.
That doesn't matter. He had a belt. The company saw something in him. Whatever
Now-
the locker room thinks of him doesn't fucking matter. They put the strap on him. They think of something of him.
Now, what
so
about
to
the-
fire a champion, a holding champion, just like that, they know something we don't know, I'm sure.
But that says something else too about the WWE and how they're running right now. They knew how hated he was. They put the belt on him not because they saw something in him, but because they knew it was going to draw controversy. Right. And they are drawing controversy in the most primitive ways right now. Yeah. If they find somebody they hate, they cram him down your throat. They're doing it with Roman Reigns. They're doing it with Jason Jordan. Enzo is just another guy. Him having the belt had nothing to do with how they saw him. It's just that he was hated, so let's make something out of him.
I can't imagine what it must be like as a single guy to navigate dating chicks today. You know what I mean?
Famous.
Especially if you're famous and you have money.
Right, that's got to be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I
Do
mean?
you have to record everything that you do?
Yeah,
well,
basically, yes.
there's women saying that if you go out on a date and you both get drunk and you both fuck, then that's rape because she was drunk. But what about him?
That was an actual college case.
Yeah, right. That's that. What the fuck is that? That's scary shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the day and age we're in right now,
That's
man.
so fucked up, man.
That's why I'm glad I'm fucking married and I'm done with this.
You know what? I work in
Seriously.
a place where there's a warehouse connected to where I work. Women work in that warehouse. These women aren't the best, well-to-do type of women. I walk down there, straight-eyed, don't fucking even look at these people because I'm like, God forbid, though, they walk in and just decide, you know what? I'm going to sue this company and just throw a sexual harassment. They could just, out of nowhere now, just walk into a human resources office and be like, I was sexually harassed. And they're going to look at the person that's being accused and just go, you got to go, you're fired, and...
Because of the culture we live in, there are things I don't do anymore. I don't hug women. I don't hug women that want to say hello, fist pound, and that's it. Just to be on the safe side. God forbid my hand accidentally grazes an ass. I apologize. 6 months later, it becomes a deal.
Yeah.
Fist
You know
bump.
what?
You're
Just-
right.
Just to be on the safe side. It's no offense to anybody, but just to be on the safe side, watching myself, fist pound.
To everybody.
Richie,
Well,
answer that Skype call, Cronin, and just put it up to the mic. Joe, we're going to answer. It's going to be terrible audio, and you're going to be talking into a mic, but
done broadcast.
this is,
I've held the
Let's
phone
get
up
Cronin
to the
on.
phone.
Skype song.
Hey, what's up?
Joe, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What am I on a cell phone right now?
Yeah, dude, we're being serious.
just
Our
tapping into
fucking Skype and phone is fucked tonight. Of course, episode 100, everything went fucking squirrely.
Well, that's okay because you guys got a bunch of guys in their studio with you. Well, first of all, congrats on 100 episodes. And I wanted to say something about the Enzo deal because, first of all, there's this guy coming out making videos about the girl being a liar, and he's got like DMs with her, and he's her friend or something. He's some gay dude. He's gay, so he's not like her boyfriend. And this girl's crazy, dude. She's like on pills, and she's wild, dude. Look up this girl. It's gotta be bullshit. I'm not gonna say it is, but you know, because you won't want to, you know, deny if somebody says they got raped. But the girl is whacked, dude. Look at her videos and
Fake
stuff.
pregnancy or something like that.
It's
Rocky was
not
telling
about
me?
whether there's a good chance. There's enough to have a conversation about it, and you shouldn't be shouted down because you're
Right.
asking questions.
I agree.
That's all.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it,
Right.
have a conversation.
But do you still think he should have been fired?
No, based on an allegation.
Hold on. This thing didn't
On
even
a
come
whole.
to a head. Yeah, but this thing didn't even come to a head by a law enforcement agency. It came ahead from a fucking tweet.
Yeah, that's crazy,
tweet.
man. You see how
Social
Twitter,
media
fucking
cannot
Twitter,
be
man.
a court of law. I do not think anybody should lose their job until they're found guilty in a court of law.
Yes, man, I agree with that.
You could be arrested falsely. Vince McMahon was arrested for
Yep.
steroids. He was found not guilty
Yep.
for distribution.
And that was a false arrest.
Look at Reigns. He just got accused of fucking being in some steroid ring. But it was a jailhouse confession. Now, they didn't throw him out, thank God, because,
They have
again,
a
it's a
zero-
jailhouse
They
confession.
have a zero tolerance level for that woman beating.
Reigns was also suspended already for this, so I think I think it's an old thing that he's already been suspended for. But also, you said about the locker room not liking Enzo. That's true. But the locker room also threw the Miz out for a long time, and the Miz, ended up becoming the WWE World Champion.
That's unfortunate.
And you want to know something? I love the Miz, man. I think he's the best. He's the best heel the WWE has right now.
Yes.
He's like
That's not
the only
saying a
heel.
lot.
He's the
No,
only
it's not.
heel.
It's not. But
That's
he's
why
come a
he's the
long way,
only
though.
heel.
Don't you think he's come a long way?
I say that the Miz could have been successful in the Attitude Era.
I think he's come a long way. I really think he's come a long way, man.
Miz's promo on whatchamacallit? That was exactly.
All right, let's not get into the wrestling.
That
talk,
promo
though. We're
was
talking
fucking
about the
awesome.
Enzo rape thing. Let's not get off track here.
Talk.
I know, but I don't want to get into wrestling talk. We did it
Guys,
for.
I'll get out of here. I'll get out of here so you don't have to hold the phone up anymore. But I just wanted to say a couple things real quick. First of all, congratulations on the 100. And what's up to Ken if I was there? I'd be inside of him. Also, F. Kenny Boland's corpse.
Yes.
See you guys later.
Later, dude. The great Joe
later,
Cronin.
I wish you would have stayed on. I want to see Richie holding the phone. It's
His arm was getting tired.
Hey,
You
what
know it was.
about the new angle that came out of that guy, that fucking Philly fan that smashed into the pole, and then 4 days later a new angle comes out?
Wait, the what?
He's okay. The
That
Philly
fucking
fan.
Philly fan.
Great
Yo,
thing.
Was
when
that the
you
Subway?
see, when
Yeah.
you seen the second video, you're like, the first
Hold on.
video you were like, oh, he got clobbered. The second video, you're like, he almost decapitated himself, bro, because he went up against the
After he
train.
hit the pole, yeah.
Really?
If that was an LIRR train, he would have been fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a gap, dude.
His
There's a
fucking
gap.
little head would have got caught right in that gap, dude.
I am not a fan of anything that has to do with Philadelphia. They are the most
All right.
disgusting.
Is
thing.
everyone-
Seriously,
Who
I
you gonna
agree.
root for? Who you rooting
I was
for?
just gonna ask, yeah.
Dude,
I-
I
tough
can't.
one.
You know what I'm rooting for? For the fucking planes to go down before they get to the Super Bowl. Both teams. All
All
right.
right, there you go.
All
And I
right,
hope fucking
we're
Scott
gonna have to do
McKinnon's on
this
a
ghetto
fucking plane,
style,
too.
Oh my god.
but I just got sent this. No, I got it right here, Rich. It's the this is the TMZ video of this girl that's accusing Enzo.
Yeah, we should.
Hold on, let me refresh it real quick.
Just like Wendy.
But she's hideous. She's a very ugly fucking girl. Very ugly. All right, here we go.
couch, and he proceeded to literally just pick me up, flip me over, rip my tights off, and like completely started
That's pretty hard.
sexually assaulting me. He like came over and he was trying to come on to me, and I was like no, I want to get to know you first. Like I literally hadn't even had like a one-on-one conversation with him.
I want a 69.
And he was like, "Girl, are you kidding me? Like, you should be begging for this dick. I have a million followers on Instagram."
million
And as soon
followers.
as he came back into the room, he like picked me up, flipped me over, ripped my tights open, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Like, no.
No one noticed this girl walking out naked.
I said no.
She had,
I,
she had an extra pair.
He
of
did
pants.
more to her than he does in his matches.
Countless times, I just kept saying like no. But then at one point, he literally like put me in like a.
Hold on. Here's the problem. Hold on.
What'd she say?
Hold on.
She
on.
put him in a
is
figure.
giving-
He put him in a
Wait, wait.
figure four
She is
leg.
giving- She is giving.
You don't even know how to do a figure.
Hold
four.
on.
Is that like Boston Crab?
We're Boston Crab, I would have done.
Should have been like, my back, my back.
She is giving a statement publicly right now. She is going into detail of everything that happened. Now, if she goes into hold
Wasn't
on,
she drunk
if
and
she
didn't
goes
know what
into
happened?
court and goes on the stand and changes one word of this now,
It's perjury. Yeah.
But wasn't she drunk?
now you're
Didn't know what
conflicted.
happened? How does
Who
she
the
remember what
fuck?
happened?
This is,
Right.
she doesn't have a lawyer.
Yo,
yet,
she
this
made it
means.
sound like he came in there and just fucking picked her up and just started ripping clothes up.
She doesn't have a lawyer, which also tells me if she doesn't have a lawyer, there's not a lawyer willing to touch this because there would be a lawyer all over this for free.
But wait, what didn't she say? She don't remember anything.
What?
Who is that?
She don't remember anything.
She just went through the whole thing, though. Yeah.
Fuck over here.
That's a good Bulgarian fuck.
This is why you guys aren't gonna be taken seriously. I'm being an idiot.
But it's true though. Really, come on. Like somebody's gonna he's gonna go in there and be like that. It's not.
Yeah, that's
it's not
crazy,
happening.
man. That's
The guy
insane.
bangs porn stars. I don't know why he's doing it.
Yeah.
We're
Really,
exaggerating,
yeah.
but he's not gonna be like that. He's a fucking. He's
Yeah,
he's
but when
fucking
he said to
famous.
her, "You want this dick? I got a million
Scary,
followers."
Not a joke.
Right,
He
right.
no
Scumbag.
longer has a job because
Of
of
course,
this video.
Of course. But the way she's describing it, this
Yeah,
guy
that's
does
pretty
not
bad.
have to take a girl and be like a fucking animal. He's a
Yeah.
fucking famous dude, bro.
Yeah, no, that
But-
that has nothing. To
but
he
then
can
again-
do that, Rich. That has nothing to do because he's famous. That,
But the minute she says no,
Hold
I
on.
mean,
Right?
Those are two different things
Hold on.
right there. He can.
Are you gonna really go off the fucking hinge because you made it?
Look at Bill Cosby.
All right, everyone, shut up. Shut up. Hold on.
You're right.
Sorry, I don't mean to. I don't mean to kill the vibe. Vince, we are. We're. No, I'm sorry, dude. We're fucked as far as our Skype and phone calls went. So you're on my cell phone in the mic. So.
What's going on, fellas? 100 freaking shows, guys. 100. Rock, did you know how many people quit after 2 shows?
I know it, brother, and here we are, 100.
Bro, I don't know if people really understand what 100 shows means in podcasting. I've seen some of the best in wrestling come and go, bro. Give up after 4 or 5 shows. The fact that you guys are still going strong after 100 shows is amazing. I was out for my birthday and celebrating being a granddad, and I had to run home just so I can get on there for a couple of minutes and congratulate you guys.
Congratulations to him too, man.
Happy birthday, congratulations.
Congratulations, Grandpa.
I'll be in a granddad.
We got a packed house here tonight, Vince. We got me, Richie, Orlando from the Shark, John's here, Ken Foulmouth, and Filthy Mouth Gamer, all live, and the phones, everything crapped out on us tonight, dude.
No big deal.
Sucked.
What, I mean, do you know what happened, or just what computer
Richie.
went down, or what?
No, it's Richie's fault.
Richie dropped the ball.
Richie dropped the ball.
Well, isn't that usually the case?
Dude, of course.
Oh,
Of course
poor
it
guy,
is. Dude,
man.
we had a lineup. We had so many people calling in, comedians and directors of movies, all these different people, and I had to write to all of them and go, yeah, we're not professional enough to have a good fucking show tonight. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you know what, bro? That could only happen to you guys, right?
Who else would it happen to? You know what I mean? But
I'm telling you, bro, I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not being sarcastic. Bro, I know how hard podcasting is, and, you know, I swear to God, people are always asking me for podcasting advice, and the one thing I always tell them is you got to be consistent. You got to be there every single week. That's the only way you're going to grow your brand. And I mean, bro, you guys have really been the only ones that have been consistent. And I mean, 100 episodes, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
it really
Rich
is.
consistently fucks up, so that's good.
That's consistent.
I don't give up.
yeah, Rich is just
I don't
always
give up.
fucking up, Vince. But Vince, we're gonna let you go. I want to thank you so much for taking the minute to call. I just don't want to have you on ghetto like this. We're so embarrassed with ourselves at this point.
Oh,
It's
no,
just,
bro, you got nothing to be embarrassed about, bro. 100 more after this one, I hope.
Oh, and Vince, real quick, I just wanted to say this personally to you. Fuck the WWE for not inviting you last night, those cocksuckers.
That shit sucked anyway.
Oh, you know what, Rocky? I think you're a lot
This guy
like
made
me.
Raw.
I'm a firm believer in 2 things. I'm a firm believer in
guy
doing the
made
right
Raw.
thing, and I'm a firm believer in karma. And karma will get you every single time.
Yeah, brother. Well, Vince, we love you. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. You know, without you, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So thank you, Vince. And
Oh, no, I thank you guys because, listen, man, all I did was give you an opportunity. That's all I did. I've given many, 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 many other people opportunities, and, you know, very, very few have come through. But like I said, I mean, you guys should really, really be proud of the show tonight.
thank you, Vince.
Thanks, Vince.
Happy birthday,
All right.
congratulations.
Vince, happy birthday.
Vince.
Congratulations to you and your entire family. It's a very happy occasion for you guys.
All right, you guys, take care, man.
All right. Have a good night, Vince.
That guy made Raw. He's one of the people that made Raw what it is. McMahon goes out to the ring last night. I'm gonna smell the roses. You know, and meanwhile he's not even fucking nowhere in sight. But they get Bischoff there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if a
He got a huge
rapist?
pop, too.
Can you imagine if a rapist congratulated Cosby like he congratulated you guys, saying like 100 rapes, Bill, 100 rapes. People usually give up after 2 rapes,
Not
but you stuck into 100 fucking rapes.
Fucking all of them.
Now, there's
Did
a
you
guy-
see he popped up and did a fucking comedy show last night?
Are you fucking serious?
It was like a jazz, some kind of jazz appreciation thing. But he came out and did like 15-minute set beforehand.
I'm
And
out
he
of
said
jail.
What's up with this fucked up eye, dude? What
He's
is
I don't
got
know.
cataract.
So listen, hold on.
was that what that is?
Before we drift here,
Take a sip of the drink.
Rocky, do you remember when the first fucking episode, recording? We have the recorder hooked up to everything. We have
Audio only.
So many extra shit.
Audio only.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
and we just fucking press record and we just start talking about fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like who? Honestly, who would have ever thought that it would?
Now,
led,
now we have a video, and we talk about anything.
And we have video because of Vince's
Still
suggestion.
talking.
And
yeah, we weren't gonna do.
for everyone that was listening to
video.
that, and I'm not bullshitting you, the first thing Vince said to us picking us up, he said, consistency. Always be there, same time, same channel.
Yeah.
Do not miss it. And we've maybe had 1 or 2 weeks in 100 episodes where we've missed a
The
week.
first response when you sent Vince the episode of Sal and the dentist and us, and me fucking a fake ass. I think Curtis Mayfield was the beginning intro song on that episode.
Push Him In.
Yeah, Push Him In. And,
Push Him In.
What was his response? Damn, you guys curse an awful lot, huh?
Yeah. He's like, man, you got... And then he came on with us, and we had him on as a guest. And it wasn't the first time. It was like the second and third time. And all of us were keeping it clean. We weren't cursing.
Yes.
And he picked up on it and goes, why aren't you guys cursing? And we said, well, you know, you're on, you don't curse. We won't, you know. He's like, no, be yourselves, curse. So that's why when I had him on the phone, I used the term cocksucker and motherfuckers, because he wants us to be who we are.
Yeah.
And that's why Vince is the fucking best. He's a Christian, you know, a God-loving man.
But he's not
and
gonna tell us how to live or how to do our fucking show.
he has scum
Nobody
like
should
us.
want Rich to be who he is.
No. No.
Yo, did you see his what used to do with Austin? His podcast? Did you see that?
Vince's?
Yeah.
I listened to
It was
some of
good.
it. I didn't listen
It
to the
was
whole
good.
thing. 500th episode, and he has Russo on. You know, but the guy's clearly not important to the fucking business at all. Unfucking real.
When was he?
Hey, Linda, let's do the pep talk after the show. we got to kind of keep
he's
focused.
No, he's gonna be, you know.
Yeah.
I am a little upset. I'm pissed that I can't get Vito.
Schizophrenia.
I can't get Joe on here. I can't get Sherrod and
Why don't you call him? Have him
The
call
show
your
goes
phone.
on.
You know.
Do it for
Put him
the
on your phone.
Yo,
like you did.
call Vito. Tell Vito to call your phone.
We'll call him in a little bit. I'll call him.
Yeah, we can do it from the cell.
Big
Yeah.
Josh, because he keeps
Josh, buddy. We wouldn't be nothing without you, Josh. 100
Josh,
episodes,
Superman.
and Big Josh has been there for every single one, from
Okay.
Senior Hinkle to kissing asses at Macy's window. You know,
So 100,
Josh is
100 tweets about how great this episode's going to be.
To his first masturbation.
Yeah.
yeah, and his first admitted to porn.
Yes.
And Dolly
He
Parton.
finally started watching.
Yeah.
He jerked off
Josh!
He jerked off. He jerked off to
because of
Dolly
you.
Parton.
You know
He
that,
joshed off.
Yeah. He joshed off.
because of you.
He hinkled it.
It's not bad, Josh.
He hinkled it.
Josh gets all
what's your favorite
uncomfortable.
website?
And y'all take we could take regular phone calls to Richie's phone, and you'll be put up to the speaker. I mean, if people want to call in, I guess we could do that for you know, whatever, and just put it up to the phone, and you could say what you want.
Young
But, I
Republican
mean,
wants called in with you guys.
It's just
100. I'm gonna finish this thing.
Is Lupo still friends with us or no?
I think.
he's friends with me and
Lupo's
Richie.
dead.
Oh.
Lupo died, bro.
He
Yeah,
he
he died a week ago.
congratulated me and Richie today. I got a text.
Yo, what's up, Lupo?
I think
He's not friends with me. You know what happened? He blocked me first, and then
Lupo
that
was,
started the
no.
whole thing.
John
for some
Lupo was
reason.
in a car crash. He's dead.
No, I don't
We
want
don't
that.
want
I
to tell
don't
you.
really hate
No,
the
no,
guy.
I know you don't want it, but it's factual.
No, Lupo actually sent the banner. I'm gonna show the banner. all right?
I don't understand why he's not friends with me anymore.
Okay,
He wants to fuck
Really?
you secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
You know,
Yeah, really.
You wonder why?
Do you want to get into why? I mean,
Well, you
should
know-
I
you
unfriend
aired
him?
out.
100 episode.
You aired out all the business in public.
He
listen,
what area out of business? He
He
didn't say
did
that.
Air it
send
out.
me this
Air it out,
logo.
John.
The
And-
show,
Air it
I
out,
didn't air out
John.
nothing.
the
Air
show,
it out, John.
the
John,
show
air it
that
out.
we did where you and him
Don't listen
fought.
to these guys. You
Yeah,
do
it
what
was
you
a big
gotta
deal.
do.
Then we made up after that. And then he unfriended me for some reason. He wished me happy birthday. I joke on him. Then we
Yeah, he's
unfriended me. And then
two-faced.
he
He's
did something
two-faced.
else.
He's two-faced.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Fuck him.
physically
What do you got on
No,
there?
ain't from
if
New
he
York.
wants to, I will.
He ain't
But
from New
he
Dude.
started talking shit on Twitter.
John, he's not from New York, John.
Oh.
He's not from New York. You
Let's
know what I mean? What do you want?
Let's see. Oh, I saw this
I
fucking.
love you, Lupo. I wish we could be friends again. Maybe one day.
I saw this story. How fucking shitty is your town that in Montgomery, Alabama, a Taco Bell burnt down and over 100 people showed up for a candlelight vigil
What?
in front of the
No
Taco
one
Bell.
died?
Have you ever had the sliders?
No.
Did anybody
No one died.
die?
No, no one died.
So why the fuck are they showing up for a
because
candlelight?
they're
vigil?
fat hicks from Alabama
I just had
who,
Oh.
who were so upset that their only Taco Bell burned down
Oh my
that
god.
they had a candlelight Vigil
the
for it.
sliders from that.
Yeah, dude, the brownstone just got bought out, and I'm thinking of laying in front of the door until they change the name back.
I seen that.
But yeah, it'll be the same thing. It'll just
You're
be a different
passionate
name.
about your food. I get it. I wouldn't
It's
get
a
upset over a
Taco
Taco
Bell,
Bell,
dude,
but
yeah.
they don't have.
You know.
They don't have restaurants like we do here, man. You know,
But still,
like New York is a food. You know,
If,
it's like,
if
we
10
got the
people
best food in
showed
the
up,
world.
if 10 people showed up as a goof, like that's funny. Over 100 people, and the news went.
That's probably the entire town.
Like
100 people.
Yeah, but what the fuck is your life like that? You're like, baby, get the candles. We're going to Taco Bell.
That
Baby,
Taco
just
Bell
maybe.
probably feeds the entire town, though.
It's the entire town.
My Taco Bell done burned down.
They don't have a McDonald's or KFC. They gotta have a KFC.
I can't do it.
If that was Tommy NC, he would be upset.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
There are fat people here.
Ken,
There-
you let them make fun of me? You sat there and said nothing? Ken?
He wanted me to send you a message. Congratulations on 100 episodes, and he can't hear you.
Rock, don't act like you didn't have drunken moments
He's
when
right,
you were
that
younger,
fucking asshole.
where that Taco Bell closed down and you broke down in tears.
Never. No.
There were times I would show up at Little Vinny's at 4:15 and have a heart attack because I couldn't get pizza.
That's different. That's pizza. We're talking pizza and real
Oh, yeah.
pizza.
But
not
that Taco
Domino's.
Bell is that pizza.
That's Little Vinny's, though. No, that's different. That's night and day.
You've
my
never
man.
showed up at a place wasted after it closed and then just had a breakdown because you couldn't eat.
No.
He's lying and everybody else is
No,
telling
you
the
know
truth.
why I'm not. You know,
Come on, you never,
back
you
back
never
in
went
my
somewhere
day,
drunk and got disappointed.
Back in my day when I was drinking, there was other activities going on that would prohibit me from eating. Let's just say.
But you know you
My
had to take it out,
appetite.
though.
No,
Come on.
my appetite would be suppressed.
I never lost my
Let's
appetite
just
playing
say
chess.
I would take an appetite suppressor and I would never be able to eat for the whole
I'm not
night.
trying to.
Rich, you know the appetite suppressor, right?
What are you talking
Yeah, it's called
you're
fucking,
talking about the Scarface diet.
Yes, the Scarface diet.
Yeah, Artie Lang was on that diet, right?
He's having that
He's
problem.
still on that diet, Artie
Yeah,
Lang.
he's still having that
People
problem.
saying in the chat that Tommy NC burnt that Taco Bell down.
I burnt
I
the
wouldn't put it
fucking
past-
job!
I wouldn't put it past him.
And
I
then he left
wouldn't.
the red balloon.
Yeah.
I burnt it down to the ground and a red balloon came out.
Like you forget that there's other things going on in the country
Can I-
and
can-
places
can I
like
ask you a
Alabama
question?
exist. Yeah.
You're a drinker? The beer before liquor, liquor before beer. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes,
a proven?
without a
is
doubt.
that, is
I
that a
agree with
proven
that.
It
Yeah,
depends.
yeah.
It depends on the liquor though. Like if it's like a
Like a white liquor?
yeah, like if it's a clear liquor, you're usually good. The dark liquor is typically what makes you get like loopy and fucked up. Your whiskeys, your bourbons, your Cavassiers for all the black people watching.
It all depends on what your habits are. I'm a tequila drinker, so I could have a beer or two and then switch to tequila and be fine.
See, I'm a beer and shot guy all night. I'll drink beer and have shots all night and be fine.
Yeah.
But it's
But where does wine land in that?
wine's a
Yeah,
fucking more than
Wine's
two
a different
glasses,
drunk.
You're waking
So,
up with
but
a
like,
hangover.
should you drink
Oh,
wine
That's where it
first, or
lands.
should
You are damn right about that.
Yeah.
Wine is a
Love
different
wine.
beast, bro.
Wine's the
Yeah,
best.
the worst
Like,
hangover.
Now
in the
listen,
world, though.
yeah, but
Worst
whoa, that's
hangover
what I was
in the
gonna
world.
say. That's what I was gonna
The
say.
sugar in the
Yeah.
wine.
I could have a hangover with alcohol, take shots all night, drink beers, and have a little bit of a hangover the next day.
Yeah.
When you get a hangover from fucking wine, you are fucking dunzo, bro. Like the littlest sound just. That's why I don't drink wine that much.
Your brain is literally
Yeah, I
swollen
can't fuck with that
in
shit.
your head. It's the
Oh
worst.
my god. Fucking box wine, man. That was the worst thing ever. Hold that fuck.
Look, other people are saying they did the Scarface diet. You know, when you're young, you're dumb. You know.
I never did that shit, dude. Never
No.
did it. Because my father doesn't have a septum in the
not
middle of his
worth
fucking
it.
nose because of it.
It's not worth it. It's not. It takes over your whole night. And again, this is when I was really young. You know, in my club days, in my early 20s.
It's more than fucking deviated, let me tell you.
But it just takes over your whole night. It really does, because once you do it, you just want to keep doing it, and then
Well, doesn't it last only like 20 minutes? And then you got to do it again and again and again.
it doesn't last 20 minutes. But you want to feel the same, so it lessens pretty
Right,
quickly.
right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's why I
again,
always preferred weed. It lasted for so fucking it lasted an hour, 2, 3 hours.
Weed's amazing.
Can I ask how does he block me from my show? On that.
Are
that
you?
thing?
Well,
He blocked me. I can't see him, and he like blocked me from his.
I can get you back on. Right?
I can write, but how does he block me? He's not. Is he in the
this
comments
Copycat
now?
Productions?
No, that's Josh. That's our boy. He makes videos and shit for us. He's awesome. Josh is amazing.
John Chill, I love you, pal.
I'm not. Everybody thinks
We got some new people.
Show.
He's barely
It's a
talking.
fucking show, dude. If you guys can't get that on the stand and across the line of a show and not real, I can care less. I can go to sleep at night thinking that Lupo was mad at me and not whatever. You don't understand. I don't care.
And that's the odd thing, and I was talking about this today with the whole belt thing that Cronin's going through. He tries to have fun and, like, adds a belt to his show, and he's like, hey, look, it's a stupid little thing. We'll have fun with it, you know? And it's turned into this fucking hateful mess of people going, this is bullshit, this one was ripped off, the rules are fucked up, this, that. And it's like, first of all, the rules are whatever the fuck Joe decides they are. You know why?
Yeah,
Joe's
it's a
fucking
show.
show.
Right.
So you have no fucking say. Second of all, like I'm doing my show right now. If you write something in the comment and say, hey, do this, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to go, nope, definitely not doing that. You know why? Because you told me to. If you put something in there and I find it interesting and I look at it and go, oh, that's a cool topic, I could talk about that, I will. But if you tell me, you guys should be doing this, you know what you should be doing? Fucking your mother. That's what I think. You want to give me your opinion,
peeve.
that's mine.
Every morning, I'll get the same thing. If you call me up and say, hey, man, could you play this? Yeah, sure, no problem. But I usually get, hello, and I hear, yo, play this, Mo. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's going to make me.
Yeah. You know
that's
what's
going to
awesome?
motivate me.
You watch this. People know I'm friends with you. I had a guy at my job go, dude, listen to Shark, tell Orlando to lose the Zeppelin. I'm like, first of all, it's a rock station. You have to play Zeppelin. I go, second of all, no. Like, I'm going to secondhand tell him some random fucking jerk off in my warehouse said, dude, let it go with the Zeppelin, all right? So play more Zeppelin.
If Frankie on the conveyor belt says no Zeppelin,
Yeah.
all right, Rock.
Yeah.
Just today, somebody called Howard Stern and said, you know, you shouldn't have Ronnie the limo driver on anymore. He sucks. And it's like, dude.
Oh, he was
you
live?
gonna tell Howard Stern?
He was live today?
Yeah, he was live today. He does it Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
3 shows now.
Yeah.
500 million.
But he was like, dude.
He's 70.
He's like, do you fucking call Tom
like
Brady?
You said, it's his show. He can do whatever he wants, right?
Yeah, right. It's Howard Stern. It's like fucking...
Most people retired.
Right,
He's
right.
doing what he wants. I can't complain about it.
Right.
There's something about this business, though, where people feel the need to tell you how to do it. Do your job. Like, I will never walk up to Richie when he's on a job and be like, Rich, you're holding that jackhammer wrong. But for whatever reason, everybody that meets me has an idea of how to make my life better.
Your show better. Yeah, everyone's got these grand fucking ideas of this is what you should be doing. I love the people that are like, this is what you should be doing, and then they're like, add 3 TVs, and it's like, oh, yeah, great, I'll just grab fucking
I don't understand that people think,
like, what?
I'm telling you, people think, they actually think we actually get paid for this, and this is our jobs. And we have no other lives. Like, when we go on here, it's a fucking comedy. Like, I didn't really fight Rich, assholes. I just want you to know.
Imagine
that thing was a joke, and you guys believed it.
Could you imagine an hour and a half a week, and we were able to sustain our lifestyle? I would love that. If that was the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Great. But stop telling me to buy shit. I'm fucking broke, motherfuckers. I own a house. I got 3 kids, a fucking car payment, mortgages. I can't buy shit. Stop telling me to buy equipment and buy this, buy that. Guess what? I'm happy with the equipment I have, and, you know.
Oh, I get it all the time. Why do you drive a Honda? Because I get 32 miles to the gallon. You should be driving a Vet. I would love to drive a Vet.
Right. Because everyone in radio's Howard Stern, apparently.
You know what I mean? Exactly. That's what they think.
Like, they don't understand. Yeah, Howard Stern gets $500 million. Orlando in 94.3 doesn't get $500 million.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But you have this boundary that doesn't exist in radio. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to ask you how much you make. I'm not going to ask stuff from you. Like my mechanic, I never say to him, yo, let me get some free oil, please. But I hear all the time, yo, do you work for the radio station? Hook me up with some tickets. And it's not you guys.
Yeah, I don't even comment on the shit anymore because someone will just write like, they'll be like talking about something, some douchebag dude that like, yo, did you watch Raw last night? Or like something like, some kind of like personal shit, like he's gonna answer him on the fucking thing. Like it's weird.
Now, but here's the thing, though: people that watch or listen or whatever they do it regularly, and it kind of becomes part of their life.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Like, and I can attest to that, and you can as a Howard fan. Opie and Anthony, if they weren't fucking on at 3:00 and it was a replay or something, I'd be like, God damn it!
Right.
And I would listen to them every fucking day. Ron and Fez at noon, Opie and Anthony at 3. Ron and Fez at noon.
I remember that
Opie
one.
and Anthony at 3. And then they moved to the mornings, and it was mornings and whatever. And that was my day. When they split up, I was like, what do I do? Thank God Opie did a show. Jim did a show. I'm not paying for Anthony's shit because while I like Anthony, everything else on his channel, other than Kevin Brennan, is garbage. They're all and the neo-Nazi white male vibe that they all throw off is kind of like, I just don't want to kind of be a part of that.
That's like, listen, Ken handles 99.9% of like the public relations of Foul Mouse Network, because I told him, I said, I can't handle these fucking people.
Yeah.
I will literally say, dude, I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself.
That's me.
But I'm grateful for even the annoying people. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for them because they listen. What I don't understand is the lack of couth. I had a email once. It started off by saying, your radio station fucking sucks. Here's why. I immediately did not read a single word after that. You wouldn't address somebody you just met. Your hat's fucking stupid. Let me talk to you for a second.
And even if that's the address that he's going to use, which is completely fucking unreasonable and just ridiculous, but even if you're going to do that, the only sentence that should follow that up with is, because I don't like rock and roll. That's the only other sentence.
They think like
because
he runs the station.
No,
like they think you like, you know.
If you like rock music and you don't have satellite radio, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have much room to just go, I'm going to play this and play this. They kind of go, all right, you got to kind of play Zeppelin at this. You got to play Van Halen here. You got to play Metallica. And regular radio has become a handcuffed, very structured, and again, I may be speaking out of turn, but from what I've heard on Opie and Anthony and how they've explained it the way it turned into at the end of their regular radio days, even when they worked at 92.3. The producers are so much on your fucking ass, and the what are the
program directors?
The program directors are on your fucking asses, where you can't talk for more than 30 seconds without them going. And you can't play a song that you want to play if you go for a deep track and you're like, dude, I heard this great fucking deep track from fucking 3 Days Grace and I want to play it. They're gonna be like, no, play Break. That's the hit. Play the hit.
The suggestions that people give me do not fit in today's corporate radio world.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be great suggestions if it worked that way, but it doesn't, and you can't explain to anybody that. Yeah. It's not even the radio aspect, though. Do you remember during the hurricanes, there were a lot of hurricanes going on. I was working with a lot of hurricane organizations, a lot of charities we were getting closed down there, but I had a ton of stuff of my own. I put on Facebook, hey, would anybody like some hoodies?
Oh, yeah.
I got a ton.
Yeah.
I got my entire list of friends. Why aren't you sending those clothes to the hurricane victims? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I do a lot for the victims. I just want to drop off a bag of clothes down the block in Ronkonkoma. Yeah. I got ripped apart for it. Yeah. You can't
and then
do
people
anything.
Like, hey, do you have any, like, football? Like, what the fuck?
You can't do anything that doesn't fit somebody else's expectations. It's not radio, it's everything, but with radio, it's highlighted.
Yeah. Well, because you're in the public eye.
Yep.
And they have access to you by picking up the phone or writing you an email.
And I think,
writing you a chat,
think people understand the fact, like, how they, like, when they tell him, like, play that it's like his job. And I think they think, because they think they know, like, they're friends with him, so it's like, you know, and he's like,
and that's what I was trying to say. You hear him every day, and people watch our show, and they think, I'm part of the show. No, you're not. You watch the show, and thank you. We appreciate that, but you're not a part of it. You're outside looking in. Okay. Now, here's something that you know kind of falls in line with this. Is Ken, perfect example. I forget how many days, or maybe it was last week. You got some guy going, dude. You do Ryback, you're killing the whole thing, and da-da-da-da-da. And then the next 10 people are going, I love Ryback, but that one asshole is the voice you're going to hear. That's the guy you're going to go, this motherfucker.
Yeah. You can't make everybody happy.
Yeah, not the 9 people that go, dude, fuck this guy, I love the Ryback. You're going to hear that one guy that goes, dude, you're doing Ryback, and it's dragging on.
Yeah, but you know what? You need that one guy. You need that one guy because you can't have it one way.
Oh yeah, you can't just have nothing but yes
man. Of the show. You know, like they call up, even if they want to curse me out. That's feedback. It's a part of what makes the show work, and I agree with it. It's just that there needs to be some, like if you're going to yell at me about stuff that's relevant and makes sense. I got yelled at about. The guy's like, I'm tired of hearing you say Xmas. It's not Xmas, it's Christmas. You're disrespecting Christ. No, it's Axmas. It's a program because we were giving away guitars, otherwise known as axes. When I explained it, the guy says, oh, my bad. But in any other situation, you would retain information before complaining.
Yeah.
Not in this. It's too reactionary.
It's like that Louis C.K. bit. It's kind of in the same vein. When you're driving, right? Someone cuts you off, and you'll be like, "You motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you." If you're in an elevator and someone accidentally like cut you off or like maybe brushed up against you, there's no way you're gonna go, "You motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you." You would just go, "Oh, sorry, no big deal." But for some reason, when you're in your car, protected by that car, you lose your fucking, you cunt, racial epithets start flying out of your mouth. It is just the most disgusting things you'll probably ever say.
Oh, I know
because
somebody
you're
like
by
that.
yourself.
I know a dude like that.
Sitting next to him.
No. I know a dude like that who put a GoPro in the front and in the back of his truck. And I'm like, why are you putting GoPros in the front and the back? Because next time somebody fucks with me, now I'm going to be able to fuck with them back because I got cameras. And I'm like, so you're talking about like driving someone off the road? He's like, fuck yeah, I'll just cut him off. And I'm like, you fucking whack job, man. Fucking, he's looking for it. He's looking for it, man.
But there is this weird thing
and I hope it fucking finds him.
That the people involved in, either radio shows or what we do, that they have this entitlement of, I don't like that, don't do it. What?
I'm gonna quit the show watching this.
And you know what that does?
At least
as far as I'm concerned, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna watch anymore.
I'll tell you after.
Rich, come on. Episode 100. You're being very quiet. What's the matter?
Like I said,
talk to
I'm Ron so
they are part of the show, but like, I mean,
so sad and blue.
It's like I honestly, it's great that they actually think like some shit is actually real. Like half the shit that we like. It's like, I mean, we're not actors. We don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
Oh, you mean like the time we suspended John, and then the next episode we had a vote if he should come back or not, and he was literally sitting 2 feet away from us the entire show.
But when I got jumped, that wasn't real. No, I'm only kidding.
No, that actually was.
That was real.
That's scary. What, the Chinese people?
Yeah. That wasn't real.
The bottom line is there's a lot of needy motherfuckers out there. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They want attention. You know.
Well,
no, the need is different. I have a need for my music. If my music wasn't there, I want people to need me. Mm-hmm. I want people to need, not me personally, but wake up every morning with the music that I play. You want that need. There is a good need, but it's the entitlement. That's when the line gets crossed. Thank you so much for needing me as part of your day. If I disappeared tomorrow, you'd have a different need. I get that. Just talk to me like a person. Don't demand something from me.
And it's the immediate rage. It goes from, I don't like this, to, you're a fucking cocksucker mother. Now, to bring it back real quick, the Ryback thing. That guy, if he would have just left it at, hey, I think you're doing this a lot, he said it more dickish than that, but let's say he just left it at that. You would probably just go, all right, he gave his opinion, that's cool. Now, here's the follow-up. Did he just leave it at that? Or did this fucking asshole keep going on and on and on?
I was saying when you were gone,
And
like how
that's
you
the
deal with this
thing.
shit all the time,
Let
like
it-
99.9% of the PR of foul mouths you deal with. And I told you, I said, that's like the hardest job because I would tell people to go get fucked in.
See, those people are easy. It's the fans.
Yeah.
It's the
I
people
enjoy
that
that
watch
shit.
that are hard to deal with because, again, they think they're a part of the show. Did you
Yeah,
buy
but you
the
know-
equipment? Did you set it up?
But there's such
Did
a
you-
thin line between.
There's
That's
not.
what you.
It's a very thick
No,
line.
no,
You're
no.
not a
I
part of
think
it.
there's a thin line because you get both sides of that. Like people who really are a part of it and feel they are a part of something that you're doing and want to be a part of it. And then there's that other line where it's like they cross over and now they push themselves into a
and
spot.
You're in a different game
you
too, though.
can't-
You know what I
because
mean?
Hold on,
With the
the line-
donations and shit now you kind of have this. Well, I'm giving you money. You should listen to me. And
I
it's
gave
like,
you
fuck.
$50 last week, Ken.
Yeah.
You should
Now,
be
that-
listening
well,
to my idea of what I told you.
I've heard some things like, how come I can't call in and speak to you? Do I have to donate? But that's bullshit because I answer calls from anybody. They're random.
Never picks up.
They're
my
just
calls.
random.
Never.
What do you mean you never call me, you fuck? You never call me ever.
You never call me, Tony.
You don't call
never
me.
Call me. Come on,
No,
get
but
down
you know
from
what
there,
I mean.
Bobby.
You know what I mean. Anybody can call. You know
It's
what
cool.
I
I
mean?
say it's really cool. That's flattering that these people like whoever listens and shit.
Dude, I love the fact that they watch and listen and they're in the chat and all that. But it's the people that think, again, that they can tell me this is what I think you should be doing. No.
Just talk to you the way you would talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
Just treat everyone like regular people. I've established decent relationships with people over the years because I don't fangirl, fawn. You talk to them like regular people and you put them at ease. That's all anybody wants, is to be spoken to like a human being.
Yeah, but how many people can you do that to, though?
No, eventually you lose your mind. Eventually,
you know what I'm saying? Texts and emails come out wrong too. Like they can be saying that, and you're like,
he's not talking
about
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
talking who calls the show.
He's got
right?
callers.
In the morning, you're working there, like, yo,
to you,
change
though.
this, and you're like, dude, you don't want to see that when you wake up in the morning. Yo, fuck you, dude.
Your
Like, I'm
program
trying to work. I
director,
don't need to be telling me.
your producer, is he just like a run-of-the-mill type of, or has he been at the Shark for a while and he's like down in the dirt?
And do you pick your own music? You get to pick what you play? No? You don't get to pick it
that's
at
what I
all?
said.
Do you get any influence on it at all? You do?
Now, as a outsider looking in, there's literally no talk on regular radio in the morning other than the 5 minutes you get from Zoo Channels or Hot 97. Why wouldn't they want to take a chance of, we'll play music here and there,
and make a
but,
new.
But let's
why
have
can't they build a
something
new
in the morning?
Stern or a new,
or
the next guy to take over?
Stern
Why,
are gone. Like,
why come these
now there's no one.
stations don't take a chance like that?
I've done talk radio, which you would need something like that with. But with rock radio, there's a mix that people want. They want a guy that they could feel they can hang out with that's in the passenger seat next to them, but they want their music. I want my music. Rock radio has always been that way.
Opie started on rock music, BAB,
Right.
flipping records, and then Anthony came in, did the song, and then little by little they started doing, all right, now we did 10 minutes of talk. Then we did 20, and their program director and producer got furious with them, and eventually they were just talking the whole time. And
research shows that people want a little bit of, basically shut up and play the music. Talk to me about the music. Teach me about the music. Tell me something I don't know and play the
drones,
music.
though. But then there's people like us who want to hear
the talk.
Who want, you know, you can't tell me.
Like, I can
anything.
listen
Look
to
how
you
big
talk
Howard
about
Stern
music for a
is.
fucking
He doesn't
hour
play
straight.
music for 30 years.
I
Howard
can,
Stern
and
hasn't
we
put a
have
record
listened
on.
to you for a fucking while straight.
We've
talking about music.
done what people want. You hear people say, I want this, I want this, I want this. Research shows that they don't.
Well, the majority, right?
Research shows that no matter what you're telling me you want, there are certain habits. Like when people say, I want to hear a variety of music. Technically, and I could tell you from experience, you don't. You want the songs that you don't have to think about, because when you are stressed out in the morning in traffic and your wife's calling you and your kids got soccer,
be able to
sing along and not think about it.
I agree.
When you have something that's unheard of, you have to concentrate. It's the same thing with talk. If I'm talking to you every single day about something different, you're not paying attention to everything else that's going on. Talk to me quick, inform me, get the music back on so I could mindlessly get to work.
Yeah.
That's rock radio.
Now, and again, you're talking about, I mean, what is it? 10 people in total in the history of radio that have made it and been super successful in talk. I mean,
I just came
you know
home.
what I mean?
You know, you would be fucking awesome if they could have, if your radio show had two channels, one you talking, pushing them to there, and ones that wanted to come back and listen to you talk.
They do experiment with podcasts and stuff like that. But Rich, don't give anybody any ideas. I don't need any more work.
Yo, one more thing
I
too.
work enough.
One more thing too. The behind the stage Facebook Live you've been posting has been fucking awesome. It's kind of like a reality show.
And that is perfect for the guys that want more.
Is this at the Paramount?
No, this is when I just do Facebook Live and make a webcam on my phone.
He'll
Explain to me the situation though. Like,
he'll have a guest on, okay? He'll have a guest on, and while he's playing music on the radio, he is showing.
Oh, in studio.
In
okay,
studio.
okay.
And it was pretty cool. I
yeah,
seen it,
behind the scenes. Everyone wants that.
Behind the scenes, and I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was a great
Dude,
fucking
Opie
move.
and Anthony, when they worked regular radio and did the walkover to XM, they would air their walkover. And do you know how many awesome segments came from them just walking from one building to another? But it was like this behind the scenes thing. And, you know,
You remember when that Stern fan got fucking beat up?
Yeah, the guy ran up on him, and their fucking security guard hemmed him up. Opie and Anthony were in his face. They're like,
It was
"What?
fucking
That's what you
great.
fucking get, you dumb fuck."
What kind of reaction you get from that from everybody? Did they like that, or
It's fun, but it's for the people that want what you guys are talking about.
How many enough people want that, or it didn't?
No.
No. Okay.
See, I would think it would be
It was
difficult.
interesting too. I thought it was great.
I mean, we still do. We will do it.
Yeah.
It's not that I will never get the numbers with that I get from people turning on their radio.
And
It's
it's in
just
the morning,
impossible.
dude. You can't really watch. You know what I mean? Like it's early that you can't just put on your phone at work and be like,
Right.
Now, will you listen to replay like old shows of Stern?
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
I
all the
do
time.
too.
Really?
All the time. And what I'll also do is sometimes there's YouTube channels that constantly play old Opie and Anthony like on
Yeah.
and I'll
See,
fucking
that
listen to-
I won't do that though. Like if I hear a bit and it's now on a replay, I'm like, I don't want to hear this. I heard this.
Yo, do you
I
ever
don't.
see,
I want new. You know, today something happened. I want to hear your.
Listen,
I
hear where
of
you're
course.
coming
Or
from.
fucking butt bomb.
I hear where you're coming from, but I like old classic shit. If I didn't hear it for like 5-6 years, I'll go back and
I'll
listen to it. You know what I mean?
revisit, but-
Like, you know what I started listening to a lot too? The Howard Stern roast. Like
Okay,
remember when they were doing all that roast, Artie, Howard. I went back and listened to that. You know what I mean? And
See,
I
every
heard
now
it
and
once,
then
but
I will do that with
yeah.
like Ron and Fez because I miss Ron and Fez so much. To me, that was
yeah.
the
Whatever
best.
happened to them? What happened to those guys?
Fezzy lost his mind, kept having health issues, and went down to Florida. Literally never to be heard from again.
What?
No phone calls, no nothing. Ronnie does a show with his daughter. It's on satellite, and it's pretty good. It's not Ron and Fez though. You know what I mean? And he doesn't have that someone that is just so over the top ridiculous for Ronnie's real genius to come out.
What did he say? We're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. Wasn't
Yeah.
that the?
Yeah.
That was such a good show.
And but
That was
Visitorial.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
But and he didn't come out until the end of his career.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
remember when it was. Remember it was RonandFez.com when it was overnight at
RonandFez.net,
NEW.
right?
Well, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
NEW. That's when I first heard
What a good
Opie
lineup
and
it
Anthony.
was on that fucking channel, man.
It was awesome because you had Pharrell,
Fucking great.
you had Ron and
The
Fez,
radio chick. Remember the
Don
radio
and
chick?
Mike, and Opie and Anthony.
Why did they get rid of that?
I'd like to hear
Well,
more
Opie and
from
Anthony
Richie.
got
Feel free to
fired,
quiet.
and
Would you
that's
fucking
why
talk?
Everything
they,
went
they
down.
all couldn't carry it.
Who's answer? Pick up.
Everything went to hell in a handbag after that.
Hello.
Who's he got? Richie's taking phone calls and shit.
Guarantee I know that.
Hello. Young.
Probably.
Probably.
You're on Super Ugly. Who's this?
Put him on speaker.
No, we're screening. This is a screening process now.
Richie's
Fuck
his
that.
own producer.
Hold on. You guys want to hear from
Yeah,
Sure,
why not?
why not?
Ooh. Hey, Young, you make all those videos with that old guy in the background. Is that the guy you're married to, or is that your father? I can't figure it out.
All right. Let's give him a fair shake. Go ahead, Young. You're on.
Hey, Islanders, man, they're going all the way this year, buddy.
But like, this is why I can't have him on. He
Say
just-
congratulations.
Thank you. Just say thank you.
Stop. Listen, hold on. Young, do you have any funny stories or something?
Get
you
to
wanna
the
say?
point.
No,
dude.
never.
I'll be on ESPN tomorrow at the Rocket.
Hang up on him. No one cares.
Okay, good night.
Hang up on him.
Thank you.
The guy calls in 100 episode and plugs himself
Young,
instead of
try
saying
again
congratulations.
next week. Maybe you'll have something and we'll actually talk.
You can't
Dude,
say congratulations to these guys.
Right.
You gotta plug yourself.
Funniest thing he did is start screaming at him that one time.
Oh yeah.
I was fucking dying.
he's trying to tell us a story last week, and
Yeah.
he just.
Like before
I just
I was
want to
cut off,
say
like, yo,
before I
it's my
start
fucking show,
this
dude.
story.
I got a small pack.
That and I'm like, dude, get to the fucking point. I'm like, holy shit. Tell the fucking story and get to the
Didn't I
point.
used to say the same shit to him when
Oh
he used
my
to
God,
call our
whenever he
fucking
called
show?
it, he'd be like,
I'd be like, oh,
on,
dude,
on.
enough, dude, enough. What I was going to say before about regular radio, I would think that it would be hard to play music on the radio today only because you're in an age like Spotify and Pandora where I can get whatever I want, whenever I want. You know what I mean?
Takes work for that. People are too lazy.
And
I guess so. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't have to search for
and
anything. I
in the
just hit a
car,
playlist, you
not
know what I
everyone
mean?
has a Bluetooth. Not everyone has an auxiliary
True.
cord. You know what I mean?
And now you got fucking phones that are coming out without a fucking headphone jack.
Why is she asking me for your number to call if I have a number? Why can't you just call me on my phone? Is that fucking retarded?
There's a
And why
comfort
are people texting
to
me when I'm
just
fucking
turning
doing
a
shit?
dial, turning up the volume, and not doing anything, not thinking.
Right.
I mean, with Spotify and things like that, you have too many options. You don't want to think. Just you want to go to work with a certain amount of music that's
Right.
comforting to you, and that's it.
Right.
We're all right, bro. We're all right. We tried the phone thing. It didn't work.
Johnny, you touching my
Oh,
ass?
that worked good, man.
Well, of course it worked good for Vince. You know,
You
but
got it.
All right, so next, I got to work on this thing this week.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, we have some serious work to do. Maybe we can start on a new
It's not a lot
program.
of work,
You know,
You could continue the celebration, episode 101.
Well, the
There
good
was
news.
something wrong in the mixing board. Everything else was fine. It was one problem. But since you didn't want to listen to anybody while you were messing with this, the problem continued. It was the fucking problem in your computer. A simple computer issue.
The good news is we're coming up on our 200th. 200th.
Wow, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Third year.
Third year anniversary.
Third year anniversary.
Yeah, for the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, March.
Wait, I gotta ask you this. Wait a second. How the hell you only had 100 episodes if you've been doing it 3 years?
Audio. We didn't count the audio.
Yeah, when I count. Yeah, this is
So in other
100
words, on
of
video,
just of this show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, March 8th, 2015 was the first time we ever did anything.
So,
but we did about 6 to 8 months of audio.
Ours was January 7th, we last 1 year.
really?
Yeah.
We I was thinking about it because it takes a lot of work.
I remember
but-
watching you guys. Wait a second, let me say
Go,
this.
go.
I remember fucking tuning into YouTube like it had to be like 3 years ago when you guys first got started. And I remember seeing this show where these guys were all sitting at this fucking table with the microphones everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, look at this, man. I didn't know this was on fucking YouTube. Like, I didn't know people did that shit on YouTube. I had no clue about it.
Yeah.
I found you guys. Then it led me to like all these other like, you know, things that I found and people and all that shit. And kind of you guys are the first people besides like wrestling, because I used to watch a lot of wrestling on there, Joe and all that, that I seen actually do a show like this. You guys were the first ones that I saw doing a show like this.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you guys going, wow, that's pretty fucking cool what these guys are doing, you know?
Why don't you take Vito's call?
And now I'm fucking sitting here. That's funny.
You just had a fucking phone.
Vito's different. Let's at least get him on for 2 seconds. Come on. We got to at least get him on for 2 seconds, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, no. No, man.
That's
We're
what every
gonna
week.
let
Yeah,
Young
fuck.
on, but not Vito? Are you kidding me? Son of a bitch.
Madeline, I can't take your call. It's not working. I don't know why to keep. It's still
Oh, your
going.
thing's doing a weird thing.
Tell the guys I said hi. Look.
Yeah, I
Tell them
know.
tell them I said hi.
All over the fucking place, but
At least I can see
he's
my
not on.
pecker.
All
You
right.
got a small pecker. You fucking, you know you got a crackhead pecker.
He didn't do his show because he was doing
You
this.
You got a crackhead.
He didn't do his show because they were doing this show.
I know. Listen, I fucked up. I already apologized to
All
him.
right, I'm
What do you
not
want me to do,
I'm
you
not
know?
mad. Next week.
oh, it's no one. Last week I made fun of Sweet Caroline. You remember, Rich? Can't stand it enough.
Yeah.
Don't play it at the bar anymore. I'm
And
fucking
now
tired.
Neil
of it.
Diamond is retiring.
He's got fucking Parkinson's.
What? Holy
Yep.
shit.
He
Yeah, but
announced it
90.
today. He's not doing any more shows. He's got Parkinson's.
You don't realize how much you miss something until it's not there. It's the
I
truth.
won't miss Neil Diamond whatsoever.
You will.
To each his own, my friend.
Totally will miss Sweet Caroline.
I hate that song more than anything.
What about Billy
Oh, I
Joel
hate it
playing
so
his
much.
100th gig at the Garden in a row?
Richie's
bless
didn't Richie's wife go?
God bless him. She was there recently.
Yeah.
So.
That's a record for the Garden.
Is it?
They
Yeah.
want to see your
Dude's a
wives.
beast. He's been selling that place out for the past fucking
The waters aren't
50
here.
years.
I'll go next month.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah?
watch
You know, but
that?
he used to be with the Coliseum all the time, man. What the fuck? They used to hang his back.
Does anyone open for him, or is it just 3 hours of
3
Billy?
hours ahead.
It is,
He's
right?
got a special guest. Pretty much. Bill,
Could
Oh,
get Paul
nice.
McCartney one time.
I was there. Paul McCartney came out, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was like fucking in shock.
I
That's
heard.
pretty
I heard
dope.
the concerts. They're still good with him.
He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Live, he's still good live. He could do it, man.
Did you
could
see
still do
that documentary on Netflix called Hired Guns?
Oh, I saw the thing. I didn't watch
It's
it.
good
though.
shit.
Yeah.
What is that
Yeah,
about?
right. And he kind of
It's
like
about these
it came
guitarists.
off that he fucked him over. Like I don't know if that's really true. You know, I'm only seeing one side of the story, but
It's from what I read. It's like guitarists who like, are great, and Ozzy would be like, "We need a guitarist, grab him," or
Who's your
whoever,
favorite-
right?
Right, right.
Who's your
exactly.
favorite rock group of all time?
Alice in Chains, maybe.
What about you guys?
Bugs Mother.
Candlebox.
I still listen to Candlebox.
They're great, man. I mean, their shit's timeless.
I'm
man.
gonna say this too. It's not popular right now. Aerosmith. I love Aerosmith.
Yeah, you could always.
I say Aerosmith.
Like old Aerosmith.
Scott Tyler.
1990s Aerosmith was so gay.
You
Come
have
on,
to
man.
admit,
Yeah, I agree.
Aerosmith,
Come on.
Living in elevator.
Aerosmith,
Living it up when it's going.
no matter what you say, they've been around 50 years. They are America's greatest rock band.
Who?
Aerosmith.
No way, dude.
America's?
You want to know?
Who's
You want to
lasted
know?
longer?
No, America's greatest rock band.
America's.
America's?
Yeah, the only people I could see touching them, and they're not really a rock the way Aerosmith
What about
is,
Van
is maybe
Halen?
Beach Boys.
Wasn't Van Halen really good?
No, the Beach Boys didn't have the longevity that Aerosmith
And that's
had.
why I said maybe, because of the longevity thing.
You know who would have
Van
been up
Halen
there?
didn't have the longevity either.
You know who would have been up there if they would have survived?
Hmm.
Skinnerd. Skinnerd was fucking
No,
awesome.
they
See,
weren't on
there's
that
not
level.
enough. There's not
No,
enough.
I'm saying they
of,
haven't been around. They weren't around
What was
so
his
long.
name? The one, the important one.
Ronnie Van Zant.
Yeah, there's not enough of his stuff.
Right,
to-
exactly.
To kind of.
But Skinner was never. They were an amphitheater band. They never would have been a giant stadium band.
And in the
I don't see
70s,
it.
Skinner can get by. In 1990, Skinner's not selling out in the Meadowlands. You know what I mean?
Even with Ronnie Van Zant, I just don't see it.
I don't
Because the
either.
music's too dated. I don't see Skinner evolving, where Aerosmith, they evolve throughout time.
Every decade.
Oh, yeah,
Every
they-
decade.
Look at the hits they had in the
80s.
90s.
The 80s, they had Pump, Permanent Vacation.
yeah.
90s, they had
It's
Get a
crazy
Grip,
what they
and
did.
the one with Pink on it.
Do
I'm
they
blanking
own?
on the album.
They have to own some
Yeah.
records of having like #1 hits spread it over a certain amount of generations.
And
they
that's
have
why I
that,
always looked
man.
at them and go, dude, these guys don't
I
get
remember
the
hits from the
recognition that they
70s,
deserve.
hits from the 80s, hits from the 90s.
I just got tired of it.
You know?
One day, their concerts are a little boring.
I saw them once, and I got to be honest, I was just fanning out because I was like, fuck,
I'm a
seeing
huge
Aerosmith, this is
Zeppelin
awesome.
guy. I love Zeppelin, and I love Pink Floyd.
I asked
AC/DC,
I asked
man.
Orlando about Led Zeppelin because I haven't heard much of their stuff because I don't listen to a lot of rock, and he's just like it's too overplayed, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I haven't heard it that much.
I
really
can listen
overplay
to it
It's overplayed
nonstop,
and
man.
overrated, but
And now that,
Nonstop.
now that I
there,
hear
brother.
it, it is on
What?
a lot. And I understand
I'm
if
not
I
a big
was
fan of
you.
Zeppelin.
Oh my God, dude, that's the all-star team of bands, bro.
If I was you, I would
I don't know.
understand where you were coming from.
And the fact that they stole their biggest hits from old blues players.
They're the greatest cover band of all time.
Kind of, irks me a
Nah,
little
I don't
bit.
know about that, man.
No,
They
it's
did-
blatant.
I
6
know,
of the
I
10
know.
songs on their first album were covers. Their biggest song, Stairway to Heaven, was a ripoff of a Spirit song.
Yeah.
Every single
I
song.
heard that.
Every
I
song
heard the
was a-
comparison.
Listen to Boogie for
Dude,
Stew.
Dazed and Confused is literally the same exact song. Like, I heard that. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it.
Listen to a song called Boogie for Stew. They ripped it off of a Richie Valens song called Ooh My Head. She wanted 100%. They offered a 20 or 30 or whatever it was. It's the same song. They just changed the title. You want to like Zeppelin, you want to enjoy what they do, that's fine. But to say that they created the sound is bullshit.
No,
They
I don't
created
say they
nothing.
created the sound. I say that they
They
played
didn't
it good,
invent
though.
anything. They didn't do anything special.
That goes to Sabbath.
But they
right?
had a great singer.
They had a
I
great
mean,
sound.
They had a great sound and a great singer.
That's what,
They put distortion on the blues. And the only reason why the blues guys didn't do it is because on those records, it wasn't a big production. In the clubs, those blues guys were as loud as Zeppelin. Sabbath basically ripped off a lot of Zeppelin songs, but took it and made their own genre. Zeppelin took a blues genre and put distortion on it. Sabbath made it evil. That's completely
What about the
But
Doors?
didn't
What about
Elvis
the Doors?
take the blues genre and just make it a little
Well,
faster?
you can't deny the musicianship
everyone
by
kinda
Led
takes-
Zeppelin as far as the guitar play and the
Jimmy Page's guitar work is so it's not melodic. Randy Rhoads does a guitar solo, you can hum the thing. Like, to me, Jimmy Page's guitar style might have been good for its time, but it's primitive sounding.
Well, right. Well, now
It's
for
not,
now.
but even then, it's not melodic. It doesn't. You can't hum a Zeppelin solo. You can hum a Sabbath solo, but maybe it was hard to do. But that doesn't make it good music. You know, and it's.
Well, that's what I liked about it. It had
Noise.
grime to it.
Yeah.
That's what I liked. I had the grime to it.
What, the
Especially when they were,
Zeppelin?
especially when they were,
I like
See,
Nirvana.
I thought they
mean,
were very polished sounding, just in my opinion.
No, but he's talking
But
about, like, the
again, I
distortion.
only,
No, well, yeah,
I
the
only
distortion
know
part of it.
radio hit fucking Zeppelin. I don't go deep
What about Nirvana?
whatsoever,
How do you
so I
feel
could be
about, like,
100%
Nirvana?
wrong.
Nirvana's another. Listen,
Nirvana, you look at Kurt Cobain play, 1,000,000% his
Nirvana got
influence
accused of stealing
is-
songs too.
His influence is 1,000,000% Jimi Hendrix. I've watched Hendrix sit there at the amplifier and fucking distort the sound and do all that shit, and Kurt Cobain literally same exact fucking thing.
But
standing in
Kurt
front of
did
you.
it. But Kurt did it because he didn't know.
Well, he couldn't
He didn't
play
know
for
how to
shit.
play.
Yeah, he couldn't play.
Jimmy just added to what he already knew.
Yeah.
Cobain's like, I can't play a lick.
So
you ever
I'll-
watch
I'll
him
make
do
noise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come as you are is him doing one finger.
Yeah.
If I can play your song, it's not hard.
9 out of 10 Nirvana songs is 3 chords.
Yeah, yeah. That was the knock on them.
Kurt had the voice though.
What about Pearl Jam?
Hit or miss for me.
Pearl Jam has some good songs. Some
Yeah.
songs I really don't.
Now, where do you stand with that? Because of your Mother Love Bone love.
I love Pearl Jam's early stuff, but when Eddie took over that band and they stopped writing radio hits and he had a rule out of that punk rock rule book where it was, we can't write radio hits, we can't be
That was
famous.
after
Talking
their
about
first
after-
album.
you're talking
It was
about
after
after-
Vitology.
I know Vitology had Daughter. And I know.
No, Versus had Daughter.
Hold on,
Vitology had Better Man. Vitology was the third album.
Oh, Vitology
we
was
do
third,
have a
sorry.
professional.
Oh, okay.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am. How's it going, guys?
Dr. Earl, please, you wanna add something? This is your time right now. We'll give you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because let's not forget, a couple years back around the 80s, Ray Parker Jr. was sued by Huey Lewis and the News.
I want a new drug.
Parker's Ghostbusters scene was had the exact same chords as I Want a New Drug
Can't get
by
that guy
Huey
his
Lewis
one
and the
song.
News. So
Come on.
Huey Lewis and News sued Ray Parker Jr. over that.
It's one fucking
And
song.
let's not forget some other musician, I forgot his name. He sued the Bee Gees because his song called The End, was later ripped off by the Bee Gees for How Deep Is Your Love? And that was early part of the 1980s as well. So I remember a lot of these things.
That just happened
shit like
recently.
That goes
Just
on
happened
all the
Didn't
time.
Coldplay just sue somebody
Rihanna.
also?
Rihanna
Joe
just got
Satriani,
sued.
that was a while ago.
Yeah, right?
And Rihanna just got sued for fucking doing some shit.
I'm
too.
surprised they can't do that in stand-up comedy because
But
a lot
there's-
of people steal jokes in stand-up comedy. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah, then they get
different,
confronted
because that's
when it
thought.
comes to-
It's thought. It's different. It's
Then you get
spoken
Joe
word.
Rogan rip your new asshole.
Joe Rogan was right because he had what was his name again?
Carlos
Carlos
Mencia.
Mencia. Carlos Mencia had a whole thing where he would always steal
Oh
jokes. He
yeah,
would sit in
that
the
was my
back.
favorite thing to watch ever.
Oh,
was
that was
Rogan on stage with
when
him
he
going,
whipped him.
"Ari, get up here! Did he steal jokes?" And Ari's like, "Yeah, he stole jokes." He's like, "Get fucking whoever." He's just calling one after another. Does he steal jokes? And they're all like, "Yeah, he steals
And
jokes."
how quick did Mencia disappear off of fucking
Well, not at
Comedy
first.
Central after that?
Not
Well,
at
not at
first.
first.
People
You're
give him
right.
the
You're
benefit of the
right.
doubt.
But then he just got wiped out the face
You know
of
what
the
it
earth.
was?
man.
It was that documentary where he went, "You're damn right I fucking steal jokes."
Right.
I fucking steal jokes and I make them better, motherfucker. And it's like, wait a second, dude.
Yeah, like,
Now
what
you're
did you just
bragging
say?
about
Yeah.
not coming up with shit. And yeah, while you could take a joke and create it.
Huh?
Whether it's movie, people steal stuff from one another all the time. Whether it's movie ideas,
Yeah,
combinations of
but that's an
songs,
obvious quote.
you
That
name it.
doesn't apply to what we're talking about, which is what makes a band great.
Yeah, this is a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Doc.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Doc.
All right.
Appreciate it, bro.
Speaking of stand-up comedy.
Peace out, man.
Speaking of stand-up comedy, Monique. Do we all remember Monique? Okay.
I can't. I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
This bitch got offered $500,000 for her special for Netflix. Now, this isn't 1998. That's a generous offer for Monique. I don't care if you got a fucking Oscar nomination and you won it. Doesn't matter. You don't sell tickets like that. She then goes, this is racism and gender biased because Amy Schumer, a white girl, got paid $13 million, and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, both black men, by the way, got paid $20 million. Why are they getting paid that and you're only offering me? Why? Because you're Monique. That's why.
right.
You're not Dave Chappelle. You're not selling out Madison Square Garden 100 nights in a row. If Dave Chappelle wants to, he can do that. If Chris Rock wants to, he can do that. Amy Schumer right now can't, but at the time, she was a big deal. She just had a gigantic movie.
A couple of things
Yeah.
going on. She had a couple.
Yeah, but
on.
still, she wouldn't
Amy
have been able to
Schumer's-
sell out the garden 100
Yeah, but
times.
she's not getting $13 million right now. I'll tell you that
Well,
much.
wasn't she another one that got hit with joke stealing? Like people were saying she was stealing
Yeah,
shit, but it was
yeah.
on her show. It wasn't stand up. It was
And
on
a
her.
lot of that is writers. SNL gets accused of that all
Even
the time.
Chappelle said it in his new special. He's like Amy Schumer, who did my show after my show was done. He even said it.
Look at Louie on SNL. Tig Notaro did this thing where she was home alone, depressed, and hired a clown, like a kid's birthday clown, to come to her house and cheer her up. SNL with Louis C.K. literally did the same exact bit. Now, is it same type of thinking, or did someone see that and go, maybe we can get away with this?
Better.
Well, they didn't.
You know what?
watch them, they're almost
Sometimes,
literally
honest to
the
God,
same thing.
in defense of that, a lot of people do think similar, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who have like that same fucking thought and they think it's theirs, but it's really not. This
Because
is
when
why there's how a lot of people are thinking
When
it.
something
You know what I
happens
mean?
in the news, everyone, especially now, is like, "Oh, what's the funny, quick fucking thing I can come up with?" Because it's so easy to get your voice out there now.
And it's probably come up with in the past by somebody else. It didn't mean you necessarily stole it, but
Yeah,
you know,
sometimes people think the same.
But what if you
fucking
take something and
happens.
make it better? Are you? Is that
No,
horrible to do?
Yeah, I think it is because
Yeah,
took
you
the
gotta
idea,
do your own
and,
fucking
and
thing.
that
I'm going.
person could still be working
saying
on it
goodnight.
and make it better.
He's got to get me home.
I gotta go.
You know what I mean?
I gotta wake up early. Thank you for watching.
What's happening right now?
I'm leaving.
Oh, they're going.
Yeah, I gotta go.
John, I don't think you should be so angry all the time.
I'm out.
What do you mean?
No, he's. I guess no. I'm just saying. You're staying. I'm just saying about. I'm saying about it myself. Yeah. Thank you for watching. You know, and tune into the number 100 episode and go fuck yourselves. You don't care. No, I'm like
Twitter. He loves that.
John loves everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, thank you.
Lupo, hit him up on
Frankie,
Twitter.
love the red leather sneakers there. Great.
Monique will sell to a whole lot of women. No, and
Lupo,
not to
thank you.
know,
Hit him up on
certain
Twitter,
type of
Lupo. Hit him
way.
up.
Monique won't sell to a whole lot of women. She will sell to
Good to see you, bro.
a whole lot of black women. And now you're talking about a very small demographic. Monique is not selling out a Madison Square Garden, a fucking whatever the stadium in fucking Houston's called. She's just not doing it. She's not selling out the fucking theater next to the Garden. Okay?
No,
she's lucky to sell out Caroline's where she's at right now.
Is her demographic fucking black chicks with neck scruff? Is that her fucking demographic?
And that's what I mean. And I'm not trying to, make fun or sound a certain type of way, but,
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
I've been Johnny, take it easy. Orlando, thank you for coming, brother. Always a pleasure, Johnny.
Mike, why are you going?
But
Good meeting you, brother. Take care.
you're talking about a very small market now. I mean, and again, Monique hasn't been relevant for once since she won the Oscar, and even then she wasn't relevant. She just kind of got real lucky by being in a movie and, landing in that role that seemed kind of natural to her, to be honest, because she seems like a fucking real bitch.
Like a cunt.
Yeah, exactly. But even in her prime, you couldn't sell out Madison Square Garden. So what makes her think you're on the fucking same level and deserve the same pay? Well, yes, you're doing the same job, just like Orlando said. He's doing the same job as Howard Stern. He's not getting paid $500 million for it. You know why? Because he's not fucking Howard Stern.
She's
That's
trying to
why.
ride the wave of bullshit, just like we were saying
Yeah.
before with the fucking sexual harassment. She's trying to ride that fucking wave.
And if I was Netflix, I'd be like, you know what? You're right. 500 was a little much. How about 100,000? You fat fucking cunt. How about
seriously,
that?
I agree.
You're lucky we were even putting your stupid face on a fucking channel. You dumb cow. Fuck out of here with Monique. Like that is just insane to me. And then the fact that she's gonna go, it's racism and gender biased. Pick one at least. What? Rundown?
No, yeah, do a rundown, but we'll all have a little thing because it's smaller of a knit group, and let's see.
All right, going around real quick. Say you put flowers in a
vase.
All right.
Coffin.
No, come on. What he said, but say it.
Vase.
Vase. And you say vase as well.
Did I say vase?
No, you did say vase. Now,
Okay,
what is
vase.
with this vase thing?
What?
Why is it not vase? I thought it was a vase.
It could be. I think it's either or.
I think the vase is very pretentious, if I'm being honest. And Richie said it too, so clearly I'm the outsider. But I feel like that's like a fancy thing you would hear on like an old fucking Young and the Restless. Oh, please put my flowers in the vase, Bentley. You know what I mean? Like it's very like.
How about the assholes used to say Target instead of Target? You ever
No
hear
one
that?
said that.
Oh,
I
I've heard that.
swear
I've
to
heard
God.
it too, man. I heard it too.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard
Target.
it. When they first
I've
started
heard
popping
people
up.
say it. I swear
My
to God,
grandmother
bro.
used to say Frigidaire. Put in the Frigidaire. Never heard of that.
I'd be like, Nana.
Dude, he just totally fucking judged
Nana.
his grandmother. Like,
Nana, what the fuck is a Frigidaire?
Grandma, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck out of here. Frigidaire, Grandma. Come on, go make me fucking dinner and shut the fuck up. All right?
You know what's funny
Do
about
grandma
you want
things.
to hear something funny? Yo, my grandmother used to have me paint her toenails when I was like 8 years old.
that's some fucking.
yo, I swear to God. Yo, I don't know what the fuck. Go ahead.
First of all, how did this start?
Cut.
Because you know this started with young little Richie going, Grandma, can I paint your toenails for you? And she was like, sure.
Did you
And
just
then it
say
became
cut?
a thing.
Did you just say cut?
No.
Oh, all right. I was
No,
like,
no, cut. No, we can't cut this.
And don't fucking
Oh,
lie.
no,
At what
dude.
age did that stop?
45.
So 10 years ago.
It was 3 years ago. It stopped. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think all the kids used to paint their
Were you in your
toenails.
teens when it stopped?
Is there something wrong with that?
Yes,
Have
that's
you guys
weird.
ever- No.
Hey, every
I've never
family's got
painted-
their own traditions.
I've
You know
never
what I
painted
mean?
my daughter's toenails, okay? You're
Yeah.
painting some fucking old curmudgeon's fucking gross.
Oh, come on, man. That's his
Curmudgeon.
grandmother,
It doesn't
man.
matter.
Come
Some
on.
crusty,
Dude,
gross
that's
feet. I ain't
fucked up,
trying to do
Was
man.
any fucking athlete's
From my
foot involved?
recollection, they might have been a little crusty.
What about your grandmother's feet?
They were gross. She had that yellow nail on the end. They were disgusting.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
They're fucking 80 years old
All right,
feet.
come on, more confessions.
Come on. It's gross. No one wants to see that.
Has that affected, like, is that fucked up?
Is that why you're fucked up right now?
I don't know.
Do you have a foot fetish?
Do I have a foot fetish? No.
Like, do you suck
You don't want to come on
shit?
feet?
No.
Why do those guys do that? Like, they
No.
come on feet.
That's
They
weird,
want
though.
to jerk off to a foot.
I should have a foot fetish, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
I don't know
Why
if
don't you
you
get
should,
into it?
but-
See if you might like it.
Maybe that's what's kept you away from a foot fetish because your grandma had
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to
You might be like Rex Ryan, but you just don't do it now because your grandmother.
I'm not cool with feet.
Yeah, I don't like feet
Any of
either.
your chicks got Snapchat? No.
They're starting to use it, I think.
My wife's got Snapchat, right? And they got all these stupid, silly fucking things. And I
Oh, the
gotta-
filters?
Yeah, I gotta sit here at night and she goes, "Look at this one," and then I have to do this. Oh,
What do you?
that's funny,
Why do
babe.
we all have to do that, man?
That's funny,
She's not
babe.
watching the show right now.
You didn't look at
Tell
it.
me what you want to say to
I
her
want
when
to say
she
I don't
says it.
care about your Snapchat.
No,
It's
what do you
never
really-
Oh,
what do you
that's
really
fucked
want?
up,
It's
man.
never funny.
That's so
It's
fucked
never
up,
funny.
man.
And it's not. And she's been with me long enough that she should know that is not my sense of humor whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, while, yeah, you're having fun with that and your friends, that's fine, that's cute. I have no problem with it. But I don't want to see. I don't want to see your friend's stretched out face and slow motion
You would rather see me
talking.
paint my grandmother's toenails.
I'd rather see
Because at least
you
you
in a
have fun off
coffin,
of that.
to be honest with you. after
The
tonight.
face swap is kind of fucking funny though. You have to be honest. The face
It
swap.
was at
That
first,
shit is
but
pretty
now
funny.
again, it's like, all right.
Yo, these people were picking up face, like, just randomly throughout their house. Whenever they would hold up their phone, a face would light up.
Really?
Yeah, in the corner, and they kept doing it. And the face would walk across the fucking room into another room and disappear.
That reminds me.
It's fucked up, man. They were picking up ghosts on their fucking.
No.
I swear to God, man, it's on YouTube, man.
I
It's
got
pretty fucked up.
I got
Yeah.
a camera monitor for my youngest, right? Now the monitor part shit the bed, so we still have the camera, and you can use an app on your phone. And
Yeah.
now, I'm explaining to my wife, it's not the same, all right? The monitor is linked to the camera, so it's a direct connection. It runs smoothly. The phone is not directly linked to the camera. It's directly linked to their network, which the camera feed is now running through and going to here and then to yada, yada, yada. So there's going to be hiccups. Every day I wake up. Look at this. And there's like a weird blur. He's like, what is that?
Oh, no.
Baby. Anything but ghosts.
There's distortion on it.
It's anything.
It's always ghosts.
Right to
Oh,
supernatural.
that's my mother. That's my mother, man. Everything is
Right,
ghost with
yeah.
her, my mother.
Right to
Let
supernatural.
me ask, is your wife Italian?
Italian, Spanish, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, and you know, I love it to death, but sometimes I'm like, enough with the ghosts.
Is she into the like psychic shit too?
Oh yeah, she was
Yep,
on
my
Long
mother
Island
too.
Medium.
Oh,
So
she
is my mother.
Yeah, yeah.
They're getting fucking
So is my
divorced on
mother.
Long Island
Yeah,
Medium.
yeah.
What?
That's a shame.
Do you think she saw that
She,
coming?
I was just
What?
She
Whoa,
didn't
whoa,
see
whoa,
that
whoa,
one
whoa,
coming.
whoa, whoa, whoa. She's getting a divorce from her husband?
Yep. Yep.
Wow, man. Holy shit. I heard she got
I would fuck her
found
wig
as a
off her
fraud.
fucking head like you never believe, dude.
Why,
I would-
huh?
Really?
No, she doesn't have to be hot, dude. Sometimes you just gotta fuck a chick on principle. You know what I mean? Just to see
she
the look on
might
her
know
fucking
what you
face.
like too before you even
I
get
bet
to
you
it.
she'd
like
all
she's
the
like, all right,
women.
listen, I already know your fetish.
Yeah.
Right?
I bet
So
you
it's-
that's right up her alley, this fucking guy.
Now here's the
gets
weird
on
thing though.
chase.
When she's
She'd be like, I
fucking,
want
is
you to
she-
eat
is
my
she,
old
like, seeing
crusty
ghosts?
asshole.
You know what I mean? Like while she's up on top riding, she's like, "Oh, come on, Billy,
She'd
not now.
be
Get
the
outta
type to
here,
be like,
Gertrude, leave
Eat
me
my
alone."
dungeon.
Like, that's what she'd be like.
Well,
she'd be
she's
right in
Italian.
your face like this.
Eat that fucking dungeon.
She probably has a strap
Get
on
in like
and
dungeon ass
fucking-
crabs.
Listen,
Don't you love when a chick sits on your face and does one of these? You
Yeah.
motherfucking
It's
rub your
fantastic.
face
One of my
all over.
favorite things.
What about a dude? No, not too good. No.
I love to wash my face in a cunt. Just fucking.
In a cunt.
Just fucking wash
You
my
get
face.
the-
It's
You
always
get the-
funny, like you know the married guys who are like kind of like at the point with their wives are like, ugh, and the married guys who love their wives. Like you were like, don't you love when they? I'm like, yeah, I love when my wife sits in
Yeah.
my face. It's fucking awesome.
But some guys would be like, no, I don't like it when my
Yeah,
wife
no,
sits on my.
yeah.
Why? Because she's a bus driver.
Yeah.
She's a plumber.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what you mean. She comes home from sitting on her asshole. I got it.
Her
I got
pussy
it.
looks
Say
like
no
a fucking
more.
liverwurst sandwich. that's
Say
been
no
left out
more.
for a week.
Yeah. Looks like
open face steak
Yeah.
fucking sandwich.
No one wants that.
Your wife's going around serving pate. Okay, listen.
Well, all right. As we're going through
Wait,
here,
hold on. Hey, why do you say a bus driver?
Because she sits on her ass all day. Sewer ass. You didn't get that?
We're going for the comedy here, Rich. and,
Oh
you
my
know,
God, Rich.
A pussy you wouldn't want to eat is a bus driver's because she sits all day. You gotta explain the joke.
You get fucking food poisoning from a pussy like
it's just
that.
It's a hilarious vision.
No, we
Yes,
need it
yes.
better.
Like a bus driver coming home and undoing her belt and going like this.
But what always makes
I
a
eat
joke
that
better,
ass now.
You better
When she goes to sit on him, when she goes to sit on me here.
You know if she has it.
you gotta work your tongue like you gotta work your tongue like it's a fucking Plinko machine, and your tongue's the ball. Right. All around the hemorrhoids. They're fucking oozing.
She's like, honey, I'm gonna back that ass up.
She has a hairy bush, like the sweat would all mat down her fucking.
Oh,
hair.
come on. Hey, yeah, you know why they named that spot in Brooklyn Flatbush? Exactly.
Because of that.
Chick who used to wear tight jeans found
for
the place.
those bus drivers out there.
I know. I apologize to all bus drivers. You got nice asses.
I don't.
They don't smell like sewer.
They're gross. If you're a
fucking-
woman driving a bus, you fucked up in life. Sorry.
Oh my God, dude! My aunt drives a bus.
She's not watching.
She's not. She watches the fucking show. Who cares?
I'm mailing it to her. No.
In news that no one gives a fuck about, Ja Rule and 50 Cent are beefing again.
Again, we're gonna go bring this back now.
I'm on Ja's side this time.
Ja Rule, yeah, this time I'm on Ja's
Let's
side.
all root for Ja
You're
this
right,
time.
man. Last time, Ja was from New York, and I was against him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Eminem shit is so much better. 50 Cent is so much better. You know, and now the other way around. Now I'm so down on like Eminem
50
and
was the underdog. Now Ja's the underdog.
yeah,
So.
big time.
Yeah.
Ja was on top when he first started fucking with them, and they demolished his career, man. They really did.
I've never seen.
'Cause I'm from
anyone
New
destroy
York.
a career like that.
Vote for Ja.
And if you think that this motherfucker illiterate, I'm from New York.
Have you seen the new sex dolls? Did you guys talk about this yet? The
Yes,
big
we
titted,
did.
Fat
Yes.
ass, fucking like
A little bit
like,
we did.
They're like the booty Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
style sex dolls.
Yeah.
Let me
How much
see.
are these fucking things?
Who knows?
Expensive, man.
Who knows?
I bought a fake ass. That thing was expensive, man. $120 for that fucking thing.
For a fake ass, really?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that
I had
much?
to throw it out though.
That much? Why you got coming there?
No, my friend. I caught my friend fucking it when I was downstairs.
And you caught him fucking
I
it?
caught him fucking my fake ass. It was Jenna Jameson fake
Oh,
ass.
okay.
And he fucked your.
I walked in on him fucking.
Why
my
the
fake ass.
fuck
No
would he
bullshit.
do that?
Now,
Why would he do that? That's
I
like
can't
fucking
find
your
it.
girlfriend or
Is there a
something.
receptacle like that
Here we
holds the
go.
cum, or like
Look,
how does that
Brett.
work?
There's a hole at the end of it.
I would fuck.
Falls right out.
Yeah, but you don't
me
share
see.
something like that.
No.
What
No,
the?
not at all.
It's not like you're not gonna share a fleshlight. You're not gonna fuck.
No, you don't never share. No way, man.
But like, what if you had a fleshlight and you just put like, let's say, 20 to 30 loads in it, and you just let it sit there?
It comes out the
Does
bottom.
it start like flaking up like psoriasis?
No, it
Does like,
doesn't.
fucking-
No, it doesn't. You know what it
just
does? It
smell.
turns fucking solid gold.
Like you ever?
You can sell it on eBay.
Like a
Sell it on-
diamond?
yeah,
It gets the
starts
blood
to
pressure?
fucking. Yeah, it'll run the dollar
You
bill
ever
one
jerk
day.
off to something a little questionable, and when you're done, you're like, I kind of wish I didn't do that. Imagine that, but fucking a doll. Like after you're done and you've come, you know that realization, like the world settles in after you come because
And you're
a
like, I
sex
just
crazed
fucked a
maniac
doll.
before, and you pull your dick out and you're like, there's a doll underneath me. Now I have to clean out this.
And you're like,
doll's
I just
pussy
fucked in a
because
doll. I
it's
got to
coming."
clean the cum
been to that
receptacle.
before.
And then you look in the mirror and you're cock McSkinning.
No,
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And,
you
and
watch-
then you
There's-
Because
stop.
you live in
You watch
Nova
Westworld?
Scotia and you put your dick in a
What's that?
drywall.
Westworld?
Oh!
No,
fuck.
no.
Do you know what it's about?
Yeah, the robots and stuff.
Like they're
and,
robots, and
yeah.
one of the parts of the show is the guy gets off the train, and there's one of these girl robots meets him, and she asks him,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you want to sample, the goods basically?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, do you want to fuck me and see? And my wife turns to me, she goes, "What would you do?" I said, "You really asking that question?" I said, "I would fuck that chick so hard she'd have fucking gears spitting out of a fucking."
Yeah, but wait a second.
I'd throw you in front of the next oncoming train and take her.
But wouldn't your wife, like, isn't that cheating?
What's
it's
a good
not
question?
it's not a
It's
human.
a robot. It's a
But
robot.
still, you're fucking something.
Yeah,
You're
but
coming
there's
in
no
something.
emotion involved.
The only thing you should be coming in when you're married
Is jerking off
is your
cheating?
wife's pussy.
Is jerking off cheating?
Yeah, in a way, because some women don't like if their man jerks off.
What if you? And
You've heard of that, right?
Those wives need to
Those
get a grip.
wives are the worst people on
They
the
need
They
to
don't
get a
like
grip.
if their husband jerks off because they want that cum for them.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if they're cum hungry,
They're not
you know what I
around.
mean.
What if
That's
she's
what
like,
it's
hey, why are you wasting that on a fucking, on a tissue when you have a wife and you could have waited 2 hours and fucking dropped the load
What
of
if,
me?
yeah, but what if what if she wasn't gonna do that though? Missed your opportunity.
But what if you knew she was and you still jerked off?
And then what if she comes home?
Some people
and,
still- some
and the
people do
plan
that.
was that, and call me crazy, but sometimes women change their minds like that.
Yeah.
But all day we're like, we're gonna fuck. She walks through the door and goes, "You won't believe what happened to me at work today." And da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, now
My
you're not
pussy's sealed up.
fucking. But and
Somebody welded it shut.
you were home all day. You could have rubbed one out, but you were like, you know what? I'm gonna save this load for her.
What happens if you get caught by your wife jerking off?
Never happened.
But what if it did?
She'd probably just be like, "Ah, why are you doing that?" And then get naked and went in.
Probably.
Yeah, you think your wives would do that?
I never
What
got caught.
What about you?
I don't
By my
know.
wife?
Yeah, if she
No.
caught you jerking off.
No.
She wouldn't get mad, or are you saying it's never happened?
It would be awkward as fuck, I think.
It would be awkward?
Yeah, not that she would make it awkward.
3 times.
How
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking
Lock the door, dude.
3 fucking
He's
times.
just keeping the door open. He's like, I know she's coming home. in
One
2
time I
minutes.
was on the laundry
He's staring
machine
at
like
the
this.
front-
Going like this.
He's in the main living room. The front door's
I
right
know.
there. He's staring at it. Going,
Her
"When the
mother and
fuck is
father
she
came
getting
in.
home?"
Yeah, her mother and father came through the door. They were like, "What the fuck?"
And then she comes in. He stands up. He's like, "What?"
Oh, Rocky, you've gotten caught by your mom, didn't you?
I got caught by my father, dude.
No, that was John. I never got caught by my mom. That was
John.
Dude, I got caught by my father when I was 12 years old, man. And he asked me, he goes like this. I was at the end of the hallway.
Start from the beginning.
Listen, I was at the end of the hallway. I was 12 years old, sitting in my bed at the end of the hallway. I didn't think he was home. It was a Saturday. Nobody was home.
Yeah.
I'm under the covers doing the thing, right? The covers are going up and down, right? Half hour pass, blow my load, clean up, go outside. Want to eat something now. I'm in the kitchen now looking to eat, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking through the stuff. All of a sudden, my father walks into the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't know he was home. So then I'm thinking in my head, I hope the fuck he wasn't looking in my room and all, man. So I'm scrummaging through the food, and all of a sudden I hear my father go, Ken. And I go, yeah. He goes, are you beating the shit out of yourself? Nah. And I went,
That's that old
that's what
urban
he said.
legend. though.
That's
You
what he
know
said
the-
to me.
You know
What are
the
you
urban
beating the
legend?
I went, yeah, I was beating the shit out of my heart.
Did you ever hear that urban legend where the kids
Hold
whacking
on.
off with the fucking headphones on?
Stop,
and
hold on, stop.
You know what I'm saying.
How uncomfortable was that after?
Dude, it was so bad, bro. I
For how
felt so
long?
fucking bad, dude. I
So
was
how
like,
long did you not look your dad in the eye?
for a while, man.
Like months or weeks?
For a while, man. I think the conversation even led to my father going, it's not a big deal,
You know he felt even
And I was
worse.
like, oh, just don't talk about it. Just don't talk. My father's like, Ken, it's not a big fucking deal. I was like, don't talk to me about it. My mother, what's the matter with Kenny?
My mother walked in on me fucking 3 different girlfriends, not at the same time, obviously, but like.
Well, I had that happen.
Because I had a mother, like, I didn't have a lock on my door, but she would just walk in. She wouldn't knock. She'd
Oh, I
just
remember.
fucking
We used to
blast.
play video games. His mother would just walk in
Just
right in
fucking
front of
burst right
everybody
through
while
the-
playing video
Once
games.
I started fucking, I had basement
Did you
bedrooms.
get yelled
So
at?
there was no coming down without me knowing.
Oh,
Well,
did I
yeah,
get
I was
yelled
safe
at?
like that, too.
No, actually, I didn't get yelled at by her. She didn't yell at me,
What?
but she said, it's fucked up that you're doing this because my grandmother had
Was
this room
right next door. This
What-
guy didn't give a fuck, dude.
Listen, what the fuck? I gotta get fucked here. Like, you know what I mean?
My mom, she's 100% Puerto Rican. She's off the hinge.
Smoking hot, by the way.
Now, if I ever had like a girl over, she would be like, Richie, get that fucking girl out of my fucking house right
shit.
now. This ain't no fucking hotel.
It's funny you say that because Joey Diaz says that shit all the time about his mother. His mother was Cuban, and she would be the same fucking way.
Yeah.
Spanish mothers.
They just think it's disrespectful, man.
Yeah,
That's how it is. Italian mothers like that, too. Like, my mother, when I used to bring my girlfriend home when I was, like, 14, 15 years old, she would be like, does her parents know she's here? And I'd be like, yeah, why? Do they know she's sitting up in your room with you by yourself? I was like, yeah, they know. No, well, they didn't. They thought she was sitting downstairs in the living room, just coming over to hang out, watch a movie.
My mother was always cool
they didn't
with
know
that.
I was fucking going like this.
She would tell me, she'd be like, leave the door open. I go, yeah, all right, Ma.
Imagine your mother's like,
look, I'm not going to do that. You're
make
gonna see
sure
my
you
dick."
fuck that pussy hard for me, son.
Dude,
Make
how
us proud.
How about, you
Eat
remember
it.
my father used to do when we were playing video games? We'd all be playing fucking, let's say, Nintendo
Oh,
64,
dude, we have
right?
like 20 guys
My
in this
father would
room.
come in the fucking room,
Yeah.
right? Now, he's an Italian father. He's got his fucking
Yeah.
sweatshirt on and his books, and he'd look around, go, turn around, and yank his
Yeah.
pants and his fucking underwear down to his ankles.
All you'd see was
No.
balls and
Dangling
ass.
and
I'd be
hairy
like,
asshole.
come
I'd just
on,
walk
man.
out.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with your fucking
No, he
father?
wouldn't.
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
would.
would.
Oh, that was his
He
thing.
would moon everybody. He would
That
moon
was his
everybody.
fucking, he would love doing that. He
No,
used to
you come into the house, you go into this guy's house. I know this guy since I'm like 12, 13.
Yeah.
You go into his house, the father would maul you if he liked you. And get the fuck over here, get over here, put you in a headlock, and bring you into the kitchen, and
Oh my
typical
They
fucking.
don't make them like that no more.
So
No,
hold
they
on,
don't.
what happened to
They
the
don't
new
make 'em
guest
like
that
that
came over and just all of a sudden turn around and see that surprise?
Oh, it was some people didn't know. It was kind of like a test to see how people would react. You know what I mean? Because he had an uncle, my Uncle Ray. He would tell me all the time. Like, I would go to hunting with my friends. I'd say, listen, my Uncle Ray's there. He's fucked up. I'm just warning. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. They get to like upstate hunting, and whatever. This is my father. This is this and that. And my Uncle Ray, he said, would walk out of the bathroom pulling on his dick and say, "How you doing? I'm Ray Tomo from Brooklyn."
No.
Like just fuck with people. Like that's just how they walk.
Dude, that's
My
some
Uncle Ray
fuck-
faked his own death and hid from the government for years.
Get
and
the
shit.
fuck
Jesus
Unsolved
Christ, that's like
mysteries.
some
Holy
FBI
shit.
shit
Yeah,
right
I'm not
there,
kidding. I
dude.
just visited him last September in Vegas. I shit you not, dude. He got to keep all the money. He did time.
I just
Damn.
remembered. I think I told this story too on the show. My mother caught me getting sucked off one time. I think it was like 15 or 16. So she comes. We were downstairs. There was like a finished basement. Me and my friends were down there. So she comes storming up the fucking stairs. You can hear everything. Goes storming up the stairs. She goes to my father, "Hey, Joe, your son's down there getting a blowjob." So then you hear my father go, "Yeah? So well, leave him the fuck alone then." He goes, "Maybe I'll come down there. I'll do a father and son team."
Oh my god.
What do you think that fucking girl felt like after she
Oh
heard
my
that?
god.
The
My
walk
head
of
popped up
shame.
real quick. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yo, do you
No.
remember sneaking her out of the house? She probably felt really. She heard that, obviously.
Oh yeah, that must have fucking killed her. It must have been so embarrassing.
The fucking walk of shame.
I
Oh, Jesus.
We gotta wrap this one, Rich. We're running late. We're running late.
All right.
I gotta get kids to bed and all that good stuff. We got school.
What
in
time
the
is it
morning.
right now?
It's almost 10. We quarter to. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Sorry.
Like
for
I said,
the,
I saw you guys like fucking 2-3 years ago, sitting in this basement,
Congratulations.
doing a show. I think it was episode like, honest to God, I think it was like in the teens. 'Cause I remember seeing a teen number next to it, and here you are, 100 episodes,
Yeah, I
man.
wish it would have went better.
You know what, dude? It went good. You had fun.
Yeah, we have fun.
You hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We talked about a lot of different things, you know. And you know what? You got episode 101. You could kind of continue it from there and have the people on that you couldn't last time, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll come during the week and fix it up. And listen, we appreciate you guys watching and just hanging out, you know, with us, with Foul Mouse on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow.
Monetize this.
If I'm awake.
Sundays or
If I'm
Mondays.
awake.
What are you doing?
Sundays,
Sundays.
foul play we do.
Okay. And
Yeah.
there you go. And you know, sorry to Vito, Sherrod, Bobby Rowe, everyone. Thanks for Vince for calling in, and again, congratulations to him. Russo'sBrand.com. Go check out everything over there. They're killing it. Realm Network and Podcast One. Go listen to him over there too. Hopefully next week we get shit back on track. We'll get calls and maybe we can correct some of these mishaps that certain people.
Copycat, I will play your
made.
intro next week. I promise. All right.
You got to show it to me too when we end.
Dude, I was watching it from over there, and I was like, who the fuck made that for
Yeah,
you?
he's awesome.
It's
All
pretty
right,
sick.
guys. Thank you. Super Ugly Show. See you next Tuesday.